Well, well, well. We got a champ. Yeah. You got a champ, huh? Got a new champ. And we're going to talk about that today. And I'm not going to play. It's right. It's 100% right. That's what they should have done. The IBF deserves to get patted on the back. Come get this smoke. Good news. Good news. Jaron Ennis is the IBF champion. And that's good news. It's good news for Jaron. It's good news for boxing. And it's good news for Terence Crawford too. Because now he can stop acting like now he can just go on about what he's going to do. However, I think it's good news for Terence Crawford because, dog, he's going to have to fight Jaron Ennis. The way these chips are lining up, man. Hey, what's going on? Cadillac 634 in the dough. Let me check to see. My man said, is there anything going on this weekend? Give me 1 second. I will find out for you real fast. You got Razor Ruddock and James Toney tomorrow. Mercado versus Nakathila, Musad versus San Martin. That's about it. You got Eubank versus Schwarzkopf, whatever his name is. Kanto versus Webster. So not really big. There's some local cards out there, but there's not another fight until next Thursday, which is and I don't know why they're acting like these are two different cards. They got this thing listed as two different cards. We have Navarrete and Conceição and Stevenson and De Los Santos. That's a really good next Thursday, really, is when the fight's popping off. Next Thursday. Next Thursday. So yeah, wait for everybody to get what's going on. Daryl McKinney, how you feeling, brother? Master J in the building. Yeah, it should be entertaining because Bud fans. It's all on Bud, bro. It's all on Bud. Bud got some dog. It's all on Bud, bro. That's Bud's fault. He got stripped. And there's a bunch of big ass I told you so's on it too. LaMarcus Robinson, Daryl McKinney, what's up? Edwin Volatine, Soda Black, what's up? If Haney duck, Shakur duck, Bud duck, Boots. No, that's not the same thing. But Haney didn't duck Shakur, and Bud dog. Looking a lot like a duck, bro. Well, no, it's not. I'm not really big on it. He's just not. He needs to give up those belts. He just need to give up all the belts. You're not fighting it. If you're not fighting, now that he gave up the IBF, he's got to give them up all. He's got to give them all up. What's going on, Parlor vs. Wheaton? We rocking with the Parlor vs. Wheaton today. You know what it is. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it. I don't know why my family keeps turning this damn air conditioning on. It is freezing and it's cold, so cold in this house. Subscribe for great music. Great old school music. There you go. Hey, what's going on? Thank you, TBE is TBE. Thank you for your support. The chairman for Boots is here. Yes. Now, I got the link in the chat. Today is live. Yes, I'm going to slide all the way down here. What's up to everybody, man? Barbara D in the building. Aisha, what's going on, T. Orlando? Great old school music is an oxymoron. No, it is not, but that is a very pompous use of the word. Good morning, Martin. About time they made a move in Boots' favor. That's the only way some of these guys will fight him. Exactly, unadulterated truth. No respect for Bud, 2-division undisputed. Harry Logan, click the link. They don't owe it. Dude, it's his fault. It's his fault. His fault and his fault alone. And anybody in that situation that did what he did should be stripped too. I'm telling you, anybody, I don't care who it is, that did what he did would be stripped too. Why? And honestly, I'm surprised it took him this long to strip him. Come on, man. He did it. Come on, man. Bud fans act like it's Spence' fault. Dog, it's Bud's fault. First of all, it ain't even fault. I'm going to wait for one of y'all to have enough nerve to click this link this morning. Seriously, man, don't cry for Bud. There ain't nothing to cry about. It's a decision that he made. He made the decision that led him to getting stripped. And I'm telling you, the other ones he needs to drop those belts because the rest of the division, the rest of those sanction bodies are going to do the same thing to him, with the exception of the WBO. They're going to do the same thing to him. But it's not a smart move because what he wants to do is not going to happen. I'm telling you, man. Where's my co-defendant Jeffrey Brooks at? I'm waiting. What's going on, Sky Miller? Frequent flyer, frequent flyer Jeffrey Brooks is, hey, dog, you are way worse than Jeffrey Brooks, bro. You're way worse than Jeffrey Brooks. Jeffrey Brooks is really telling me what he thinks. We can just kind of disagree. You just out here trolling heavy. But when Tyson Fury wanted to fight his mandatory, he was ducking Wilder, because he had a rematch clause. What? But when Tyson Fury wanted to fight his mandatory, he was ducking Wilder. Double zeros, Tyson Fury was not ducking Wilder. He was ducking Wilder because he tried to get out of his rematch clause. But he wasn't fighting a mandatory because he didn't have a mandatory. There was no mandatory out there for Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder had beaten the mandatory. They didn't name Dillian White the mandatory until after the third Deontay Wilder fight. So I don't know where you got that from, bro. Please explain to me where you got that from. Dillian White was not the mandatory when he said he was the mandatory. I mean, at least that's the way that I recall it. But also, the Errol Spence rematch is not at 147. It's at 154. Terence is never going to fight at that weight class again. That's on Terence. Terence said that he was never going to fight anybody in the division. He needs to give up all the belts. If the rematch is not at 154, is at 154, and he's not coming back down to 147, what is the IBF supposed to do? Since y'all know I'm right. This is such easy money, man. God, dog. I need to take an L. I'm going to come up here and fake like I lose some argument to you all. The rematch is the biggest BS ever. What do you mean it's the biggest BS ever? Oh, got you. So it's Terence Crawford's fault that he got stripped. Yes, it's his fault. First of all, if it is fault, it's all on him. It's 100% on him. It's on nobody else but him that they took that belt from him. So I don't get why anybody in there. And by the way, there's no comparison to him, what happened with him and what happened with Devin Haney. It's not, man, y'all there. So please don't bring this nonsense up there. Is he an email champion? Dude, the man jumped out there and announced he was not going to fight him. I'm not going to fight him. I'm not going to defend this belt. So what do you think he's going to do? What do you think they're going to do? Kleenex hour. What are you talking about, Marquis? I'm not crying. This is me. Dude, for Kleenex from Tears of Joy. Now y'all can't duck Jaron and we can get it moving. Now we can get it moving. Chris Carter, you're dude, what do you mean there's nothing to gain? Why do you guys why do you guys say that shit? There's nothing to gain? Nothing to gain for who? Nothing to gain for who? Please let me know for who. Maria says, hey, good morning, Fanon in the chat. Good morning to you, sister. Good morning to you. Nothing to gain for who? Then don't say there's nothing. No, there's only money. The only thing to gain is money for Crawford. So the fuck what? That's something. That is something. So if it's something, don't say there's nothing. There is something to gain. Then why, if you know there's something, then why did you say nothing? Don't be dramatic. D for the win. What's up, brother? Frequent flyer, man. Putting some color in the chat, man. Thank you, brother. Fanon, you only let me talk 25% of the time, but I took it, of course, because you be talking dumb shit. I wanted the smoke, sacrifice. Man, I'm not talking about Terence. I mean, I thank you for your gong. I'm not trying to talk about that shit no more. I got limited attention span for that shit, bro. Man. Hold on 1 second. I got limited attention span for that shit, bro. Okay? I can't do it. You're giving me a headache. You're making my day miserable with that dumb shit. Anyway, hey, be easy in the building. Said blessings and positivity. Peace to you. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it very, very much. We out here working today. Can we please talk about Devin Haney some more? Hey, man, put it in the chat. Put it in the super chat, bro. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, hell yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy. Get up here and tell me why I shouldn't be. Yes, I'm happy. Why would I not? Optimus Prime. Why would I not be happy? Fanon, youngster trying to earn his pay. If he's getting paid, jump up here, bro. If you're getting paid by the Haneys, jump on up here and let me help you earn your money. You got to tip your hat, though, bro. You got to tip your hat on the way in, dog. What does Crawford have outside of the Aerosmith rematch? Where does he go from here? He goes to fight Jaron Ennis is where he goes. His biggest money fight is Jaron Boots Ennis. That is his number one option outside of Errol Spence Jr. right now. If he beats Errol Spence in a rematch, if he beats him, because I'm still putting that shit out there. If he beats him, Jaron Ennis is his biggest fight. Sky Miller said, you missed my question. I'm sorry, Sky. Miss Valley. Oh, did you put it? Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Who do you think Boots fight next since he got the title? Cody Crowley, punk ass. Cody Crowley's juiced up ass. That's what I think. I think he's juiced up. Cody Crowley gonna get his ass whooped. That's what I think. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm extremely happy. Why didn't Showtime offer big money for Crawford versus Boots? Do you know that Showtime went out of business, right? You know, did you? First of all, Coach Carter, I don't like tricky questions, bro. All right, I don't like slick questions. Do you know Showtime went out of business, right? You know they closed their sports division, right? You might as well be asking me why HBO didn't do it. However, Bud said he didn't want the fight. Bud said he didn't want the fight. Bud said he didn't want it. Dog, I mean, for real. Look, it's Bud's fault, bro. Okay? First of all, it's probably not even Bud. Bud probably don't even care. But you knew this was coming. You knew it was coming. You can't say you're not going to fight anybody in the weight division and keep the belts at the same time. Okay? You guys got to remove your nose from the tip of his booty hole. Okay? If Boots beats Bud, fights Bud and win, will that make him 3 times undisputed? Yes, absolutely it will. Yes. 1, 2, 3. He'll be 3 times undisputed. Yes, he would. If he gets his ass whooped, he'll be on his way to a retirement party. And let me ask you a question, bro. Why you guys ask me these questions, 00? Like I work for them or something. I don't know why they didn't send him the belt. Well, how would I know that, those zeros? What do you think they're out to get, Bud? They're not. I'm sure they're going to send him his belt, man. Okay, I doubt very much that Gilberto Mendoza, is it Gilberto Mendoza, the WBA? I doubt very much that they are out there like, we don't like Bud, we're going to keep the belt. We don't like Bud, we're going to keep the belt. Man, y'all some crybabies, man. We also, maybe you're like, I know you know, like, come on, man. Flaw said, why nobody talking about Bud's gloves no more? God dang, how many times I got to talk about the shit? His gloves was faulty. Deborah Booger said, good morning, Fanon. I'm doing good. I'm going back to work Monday. God is good. Oh, that's great. Awesome. That's awesome. Boots ain't nothing. Boots will whoop your ass. Op poo to Miss Prime. Bud will, let me tell you something. Boots will whoop your ass. Okay? Boots will whoop your ass. I don't even know who you are, what you look like, how big you are, what you do for a living. Boots will whoop your ass, dog. Boots will whoop your ass. I am happy. Boots is a champion, man. Let's go. What's going on, Arena? Yeah, you can't exactly, Tony. You can't duck them. They said, man, let's move it up. Let's move it on. Dog, then I'm trying to tell you, this says something about Terence Crawford, though. He ain't what y'all crack him up to be, bro. He ain't what I'm telling you. Terence Crawford thinks he is in the cat's bird seat. Bro, he's not. Dog, he thinks he is sitting up there on the top of the hill surveying all of. No, you are not. When I'm telling you, his options that he thinks are there are not there. And he probably ruined some options in the things that he did with Errol Spence. I'm telling you. They're not playing with that dude, bro. The IBF said, look, we fucked around and waited for your ass for way too long last year, and you jumped up out that fight and fought some whack-ass David Abination. And we couldn't get our mandatory a fight because we were waiting on you. You say you're not going to fight our mandatory again? Nigga, give me this belt back. And I can say that because Daryl Peoples is a black dude. That's what he sounded like. I could hear it. Man, if you don't give me that damn belt back, here, Boots. Now, y'all fight this man. We're not sitting around waiting around for another 16, 18 months. We're not sitting around waiting for another 16, 18 months for this. We're not doing it, man. Put it in the super chat, bozo. Put it in the super chat, bozo. Put it in the super chat, bozo. Put it in the super chat. Put it in the super chat, bozo. Put it in the super chat. You acted a fool, sir. I like blood boxing. I don't like you, goofball. Okay? You fucked up, homie. You fucked up. I have no remorse about never letting your ass back on here, buddy. Okay? Because you showed your ass in all your cynicism, all your smart ass, y'all smart assery. Fanon, you're drunk. Your mama's a prostitute, running Perez. Okay, how about that? The chances of me being right about that is about the chance of you being right about what you just said about me. How about that, Mr. Perez? 0 to 100 real quick, bro. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm drunk. I didn't call her a hoe. I called her a prostitute. I was very serious about what I said. Prostitute. Okay? I did not say hoe, because a hoe, you can interpret that all kind of different ways, bro. A hoe might do it and not have any, and for no money. You know what I mean? A hoe may not charge any money. She could just be, loose, and willing. His mother, 100% for profit, bro. Okay? For profit. All right. Now that may not even be a good, hey man, and that's not necessarily saying it's a bad thing. It's the world's oldest profession, and it's needed because there's people out there that can't get none otherwise. Yeah, man, a hoe can be nonprofit, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, a hoe may be nonprofit. There may be a 501c3 out there on them. Like, nah, dude, you're going to sit here and call me a drunk, bro. I'm not trying to play with you. I'm going to insult you right back. Fuck out of my face, bro. You complimented her if you said she did it for profit. I mean, look, I'm just telling you, dude, I said it not as an insult. I said it as a matter of fact. Okay? Hey, some people's mothers are housewives. Some people's mothers are doctors. Some people's mothers are bus drivers. You know what I mean? Yours? T. Orlando Pierce said, you don't pay for the sex, you pay him to leave. Fried Up Fridays for now. Hey, man, thank you, T. Orlando. I'm sorry I had to go there, bro. Come on, man. Don't come up here and insult me, brother. They said, Perez, you an a-hole. You need to knock him off that chat. He's nothing but a troll and a troublemaker. No, you know who that is? That's the dude who I just said. That's the dude I just said couldn't come on. That's the dude who just said that I said I wasn't going to let on. More than likely because he has a different name. He's a racist. So he likes to hide behind Latinos' names and black people's names and all of that. But he should be gone by now. Yeah. Anyway, back to real boxing talk, bro. Here's the link, man. Don't be scared. Here's the link again. I'll put the link in there. But no, on the real, man, Terence Crawford did it to himself, bro. Terence did it to himself. He should have been stripped. That's the smartest move to make. He should be stripped. That's the best thing that we could have asked for. Salute to the diabolical Haney cult, fantasy world. Oh. The Devin fantasy crew. Dude, I'm doing a lot of, I know y'all don't like me with that. To everybody that is a true supporter of Devin Haney, I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. You got to tell the trolls to leave me alone. If you leave me alone, I'm telling you, a lot of your stuff is not going to get debunked. A lot of your stuff is going to work better. You just got to leave me alone. You got to stop trying to win a battle with me. Stop trying to fight me. You know what I mean? Don't do it. If you don't say it, I won't debunk. I won't, because your shit is terrible. I'm telling you. If you don't say it, then there's nothing for me to go at. You know what I mean? That's how you got to do it. You got to stay away from me. It's easy. Most of these other dudes, you can say whatever you want to them. You can pull the wool over their eyes. You can out-talk them. You can do all that shit to them. To me, dog, seriously, I'm going to take the time to fry and destroy that entire logic because, dog, Devin Haney is one of the most fortunate boxers that there is. Okay? His path has been, his whole career has been flowers laid before his feet. Okay? He is the emperor. He is like a Yeah, his career has been walking on flowers pretty much. He's pretty much been walking, flowers been laid out before his feet. You know what he's like? He's like that kid, he's like that dude in Coming to America. You know, the ones with the natural roots and berries, the one with the natural fruits and berries in his hair. Eddie Murphy's character on Coming to America, that is Devin Haney's whole career, bro. Just flowers put at his feet the whole time. And y'all get mad when somebody be like, God, dog, man, well, y'all still, he got everything he wanted to get, dog. I didn't start with y'all. I was a Devin Haney supporter till y'all called me a hater. And then I had to whoop y'all asses like y'all never, I had to whoop y'all, I whoop your asses too. Okay? We know this is a debate game. We know this is a debate game. We know that this is battle debates going on around here. Los in the building said, please, no frequent flyer. Frequent flyer, they said you can't come on the show today, bro. Much love in that super chat, bro. Nobody want to click the link except for you, bum. I'm sorry, man. My bad. What I did with blood. Oh, that's you? You're using your name, Malik? Oh, you're bad? You're bad? You're bad? No, wait. First of all, dog, you're not. Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm not in the mood for dumb shit, bro. Unless it's dumb shit from somebody that I actually like. If I don't like you, then you got to be serious and we can have a serious conversation. Now, when I understand you need to differentiate something, it's possible for me not to like you, but not dislike you. I just affirmatively don't like you. Like, I don't like him. I don't really have a thought on him. I don't feel one way or the other. You know what I mean? If I, am I using that word correctly? I don't like him. If I like you, I got like positive emotions towards you. If I don't like you, it's kind of like not liking you. I'm kind of neutral on you. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't dislike him. Right? I don't like you. I don't dislike you. If I dislike you, it's me telling you, man, I affirmatively, you irritate me when you're around. It is an unpleasant sensation. Okay? So if I don't like you, be serious. Because as soon as you start getting goofy, I'm going to dislike you. And then why would I want to talk to somebody I dislike? I affirmatively like frequent flyer. Frequent flyer is just full of shit, and he knows it. You know what I mean? Hey, my sister Nicole Matthews said, congrats to Boots. Absolutely congrats to Jaron Ennis. And congrats to Philadelphia. Because they can no longer duck you, son. They can no longer duck you, thun. And guess what? They didn't make him go all the way over there. They didn't make him go all the way over to the UK to get it. Big Dog Willie said the Haney cult took some big lumps on your channel the last couple days. Funny thing about it was Bill who helped the ass whooping on his own cult. Look, man. I didn't interpret. I haven't rewatched the for Martin, who now becomes Boots mandatory. He doesn't have one. He was the mandatory. They gonna have to fight to see who becomes the number one for him. Rest in peace to Tyrone Butterfly Trice, my good friend. I'm going to make sure that you're not a brand new account that is trolling me, but let me just look, and I don't think you would, because who would do that? But just let me do this small check first. Okay, you've been around for a couple years. Rest in peace. R.I.P. R.I.P. Where did it go? Where did it go? R.I.P. to Tyrone the Butterfly Trice. Rest in peace to your friend, sir. Rest in peace to your friend. Leo Shang, Devin, Akeem, Haney, and Bill Rafa Jaffa. Jaffa. Bill Jaffa. Hey, dog, I swear, man. I swear, bro. The most bit man got, dog. Y'all act like they're so hard put upon, bro. You act like their names have been drugged through the mud and they've had the hardest lives ever. Dude, Jaron Ennis got 30 fights, okay? And he had to go and be the mandatory for the actual mandatory for like 2 years. And the champion had to say he's not going to fight him. And he's hard put upon. Like, come on, man. God dog. Brother Coda. First of all, there's two different things, man. He has his own money. Exactly. Devin Haney out handing out Devin bills. Devin out handing Devin bills and shit. I would like to live. I would like to live like a pauper. We cannot live. Oh my God, man. This dude living in a mansion, dog, as a prospect. Man is in a mansion as a prospect. But okay. Okay, bro. Okay. Anyway, man, stop trying to pull it. Every time I try to get out, you guys try to pull me back in, man. Every time, bro. Hey, Deion Willis said, thank you for not. I've been following for a long time. Yes, sir. I have seen you before. And again, rest in peace to your friend, man. I'm very, very sorry for your loss. You know, that's why I rock with the parlor of East Wheaton, man. These are my longtime friends, man. And it would just be devastating. We lost one of the crew, maybe. It's been a year now, man, since we lost a member of the crew, man. Childhood crew. Lost some to, I believe, pancreatic cancer. So I feel you, brother. Malik, okay, King. You apologize? Come back on the channel then. G-Man, I will accept you back on the channel. Here's the link. Okay? Now, I know that you're going to act a buffoon soon, but I am somebody that likes to give second chances. And since you're probably not going to get paid by Rick Glazier unless you can get back on this channel, please understand that I will drown your ass out. Okay? Because I know full well that this is a platform that you motherfuckers need. Okay? Bud never received his belt. No, Bud didn't receive his belt. Charles Tinley, but they didn't strip Charlo, who's been inactive for 2 years. Who are you talking about? Who's they? The IBF and the WBC are not the same people. And Jamal Charlo never said that he was not going to fight in the division anymore. What are you talking about? Dog, will y'all get up here, please? Don't hide. The link is right there. I know. Third, fourth, fifth chances. I know. But look, man, God is good to me. God is so good to me. God is good to me. Really, 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 really good to me. God is so good to me. So I can't help but be happy. Because at this age, at this time in my life, I came to realize exactly how good God is to me. And God loves y'all no matter how raggedy I think y'all may be. All right, here we go.
Yo, what's going on, Fanon? Thanks for letting me on.
What's going on? What's up?
Hey, I want to first apologize to you for laughing at you.
Yeah, dog. No, you didn't laugh at me, dog. You're being a dickhead. Just stop being a dickhead. What do you need?
I just don't think it's a moment to celebrate.
I'm happy. I think it's a moment. I think it's a moment to jump up and down and clap.
I think you're not being fair to Terence Crawford because they stripped that man when he has a contractual obligation, and you're happy about it.
Yes, I am. I'm very, very happy about it.
I don't think you should be happy about that situation. I think you should be fair to Terence Crawford.
I am being fair to Terence Crawford. I'm extremely fair to Terence Crawford.
But do you think they should have stripped Terence Crawford? While
Yes,
he's contractually obligated.
yes, I do.
That
100% without a doubt, I do.
That doesn't make you a big Terence Crawford fan, does it?
Dog, how about you try
claim to be.
something unique? You're missing something, sir.
What's that?
Asking me why. Why?
Why?
How about why? That's interesting, isn't it? How about why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, no. Hey, excuse me. Put it in a full sentence, man.
Hey, why?
I swear. Hold on. Let me put you on mute for a second, brother. If you say it's a bad thing, my question to you is, why do you think it's a bad thing? If I say it's a good thing, you can't just tell me I'm wrong without asking me why. Why? Why is it a good thing? Justify it. Otherwise, you're just calling names. Why is it a good thing? Why is it the right thing? Why?
Okay. Hey, appreciate the tip there, but why do you think it's a good thing for IBF to strip Terence Crawford of his welterweight championship?
Because Terence Crawford didn't want the belt.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. He didn't want it.
Why would that be?
Because he said that he was never going to defend it.
When did he say that?
He said that when he said he was not going to fight, that he was going to be looking for big money. He said he wants Canelo Alvarez. He said that he wants Jermell Charlo. He said that he will not be fighting Sean Porter. He will not fight Keith Thurman. He will not fight Jaron Ennis.
But
he was not going to defend it. Now watch this. I also have something to show you that I have not discussed as of yet, but I will show it to you. And hopefully this will teach you something, son. But you will not learn, I know. I know you won't learn. But that's okay. I was just saving this for you. Not you, but somebody that was going to say moronic shit. And you typically do. So let me show you this right here. Do you see what that says right there? Over the words, Bernie the Boxer. It says Crawford throws title in the trash, doubles down on Canelo. Do you know who that man is right there?
He works around Crawford.
There you go. He's happy about it. So why can't I be happy about it? If Terence Crawford's team says he throws the title in the trash and doubles down on Canelo, then why shouldn't I be happy for him moving on and not having the burden of having to defend the title? Huh?
Because you should ignore other people and focus about boxing. It's not good for boxing,
shouldn't be happy. Excuse me. I shouldn't be happy for Terence Crawford getting what Terence Crawford wanted.
It's not good for boxing. I'm telling you.
It is great for boxing.
I'm boycotting the IBF.
It is super good for talk. You don't even put when you boycott. You don't pay for shit.
I'm not watching any.
I don't give a shit. That's not the topic about what you gonna do. We already know you. Hey, dog. We already know you don't like it. You said you don't like it. I'm telling you why I like it. I like it because number one, Terence Crawford didn't want the belt. He said he wasn't going to defend it. And then he was wanting to fight Canelo and Jermell. So since he didn't want it, good bully for him. He didn't want it.
He was contractually obligated to Errol Spence. He's not able to do anything.
Is at 154 pounds. He's leaving the weight class. It doesn't matter. He's leaving the weight class. He's not defending the belt. That fight's not on the line.
Strip Errol Spence Jr. for doing one mandatory in over 5 years. Let me
guess.
Because he was unifying. Go ahead.
Why wouldn't he strip him? Did you want him to strip him?
Why didn't they strip?
Did you think he should have been stripped?
I don't think so, but they stripped.
Then what are you fucking complaining about? Then what are you complaining about?
Because they're not being fair to Terence Crawford.
They're being very fair. He didn't want the belt. He's not defending the belt. He said he doesn't want. He behaved as if he didn't want it. He said he's not going to defend it. He said he's not fighting the mandatory. Now,
Brother,
do you know any time where Errol Spence Jr. out of his mouth said that I am leaving the weight class and I am not defending my mandatory? Have you ever heard him say that?
brother, he's
No, you never
contractually
heard that.
obligated.
You never know he's not.
Terence Crawford is obligated by a
He's
contract.
obligated to a fight that is at 154 pounds.
That doesn't matter. He's still obligated, bro. He can
Really?
come back. Yes.
He can't come back because he said he's not coming back.
You know, Terence Crawford talks the talk. Like
Terence Crawford said, I'm not fighting Jaron Ennis. His team said that that's played out. They let it be known publicly that they're not going to fight Jaron Ennis. Jaron is not getting the fight. They're not going to defend against the mandatory. Anybody else in boxing that refuses to defend against the mandatory gets stripped.
I think
Canelo Alvarez, do you think it was unfair that the IBF stripped Canelo Alvarez? Huh?
I think it's unfair that they didn't strip Errol Spence for
Excuse
doing
me, sir. That's not the question. That's not the
But,
question because we're not talking about, first of all, Errol Spence Jr. did fight the IBF mandatory.
Just once in
It
5
doesn't
years.
matter because he fought him, then he unified for the WBC. Then he unified with the WBA.
I'm aware.
And then he attempted, shut up. Then he attempted to unify with the WBO and lost. Every time that he didn't fight a mandatory, he unified. So unified trumps mandatories.
I think
Thank you very much.
He
fought his mandatory. Let me say this for you again. He fought his mandatory, then he unified the WBC, then he unified the WBA, then he went to unify the WBO. Unifications trump mandatories. The IBF, the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO all work together to allow Terence Crawford and Errol Spence to unify that title.
How much gap did he have between those unifications?
They did it over the period of several years.
Yes, that's the problem.
So why would they strip some? So listen, moron. Why would they strip somebody of a title when they're trying to unify all the belts?
Bro, it was a long period of time between those unifications.
When was he fought his IBF mandatory the last time the IBF ordered it? The IBF ordered him to do it. He satisfied it. The IBF never ordered him again. He never ordered him again. There was no other time when the IBF ordered Errol Spence to do it. They did tell Errol, though, that after you if you beat Terence Crawford, then after that you have to defend it. Just like they told Terence. The winner of that fight needed to fight Jaron Ennis, whether it was Errol or Terence. If Errol was going to move up and did the same thing, the IBF would have stripped him.
I think your dislike for Terence Crawford is distorting your viewpoint. Brother.
I think your lack of love from your mama makes you feel like you got to find somebody to give you attention. Fuck what you think.
Duh, brother, you got to look at it as a whole point of view.
I am looking at it as a whole thing.
This is not fair.
I am looking at it as a whole thing.
At it as a
Anytime somebody says that they are not going to defend their mandatory and they're not going to fight in a weight class, they are not going to satisfy the requirements of a champion. They can either drop the belt or they can be stripped.
You can't prioritize words over action.
Terence decided not to drop it, so he was stripped.
You can't put words over actions. So you're just taking Terence Crawford's words, saying that he didn't want to do that, and now you want to strip him? You got to wait until maybe he jumps up and he drops his own belt. I mean, I just don't think it's fair. I think you're happy because you like Jaron boots on it.
I don't care what you think. You are not a very intelligent person. Yeah. So what you think makes no difference to me.
Everywhere you go, everybody's saying this is unfair. Except for you.
So what?
Everywhere you go.
First of all, I don't go anywhere. So I don't know. I don't think it's unfair. You're here, and I'm not saying it's unfair.
Whether you
it's
go
supposed
to Twitter,
to happen like that.
Whether you go
Excuse
to
me,
YouTube.
sir. Shut up. With your everybody says it on YouTube. Everybody, man, you don't know what the fuck everybody thinking. Shut up. We got 360 people in the chat, and people are not complaining about it. Okay, Terence Crawford is not defending the belt ever. He's not going to defend it. He's not defending it. He's not defending it.
I just hope you call Jaron an email champ going forward.
Why would I call him? I never called anybody else an email champ. Why would I start with him?
I didn't say you called anybody else.
Then why would I call him an email
Because
champ?
he's an email champ. He did not
No,
fight
he's
no
not.
champion to win
Why
that
is
belt.
an email champion? Why is he an email champion?
Because he got upgraded. IBF sent him an email. Hey,
It's a vacant belt.
come on.
The dude didn't defend his mandatory. Okay, great. He's an email champion. I'll give a shit. He's still a champion.
I heard a lot of people talking shit about Devin Haney when he got
So
that belt.
what? No, let's go talk to them.
So
Even though they're not the same situation at all. Thank you very much. They're not the same.
I don't think
they're
it's
not
good
the
for
same
boxing, bro.
situation. They're not even the same situation.
This is not good for boxing, bro. But
I don't give a shit. You're not good for boxing.
that's my
So
point,
what?
brother.
I don't care. You think not? Oh, you think it's good for boxing for them not to enforce their rules?
Terence Crawford had a contractual agreement, and if anything, you know about this.
Terence isn't complaining about it. What are you complaining about it for?
Because
Terence is celebrating. Terence is, matter of fact, Terence is saying, his team is saying that we dropped the belt. That's what Terence said, right? This is what Terence's team is saying right here. They're saying Terence throws the title in the trash. Crawford throws the title in the trash. So what are you blaming the IBF for when Terence Crawford team says he's the reason he doesn't have the belt?
I don't know. I focus on Terence Crawford. I don't.
No, it's right there. It's right there for you to see right there.
I don't look
it
at
says Crawford throws title in trash, doubles down on Canelo. Do you know what the word double means?
Yeah, I think so.
No, what does double mean?
Two.
So if he doubles down on it, what does that mean? What does the double down mean?
You tell me. I don't know.
No, you do know. You know what double means.
2 down on Canelo, right?
Right. Oh,
Right.
You don't know what double down means?
Yeah.
It means you're saying something twice.
Ooh, thank you.
Ooh, thank you. So what does that tell you about Canelo?
Help me understand.
Dog, what does it say about Canelo? Use your brain for a second.
Help me understand. I don't understand.
No. So you don't understand what doubling down on Canelo means?
No, I don't.
You sure you don't know?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not educated.
He did one thing with Canelo, and then he did it again. So what did he do with Canelo before? And what relates to the title? Why would that relate? Why would him doing something twice with Canelo make him throw the title in the trash? Because it says throw it. Oh, let me ask you that. Let me back up first, though.
Brother, I'm not worried about burning.
I'm not your brother. Fuck that shit. I'm not your brother. Crawford throws title in the trash. Do you know what that means?
I mean, well, I don't know what you're asking me about.
I'm asking you, do you know what it means for Crawford to throw a title in the trash?
Yes, I know what that means.
All right, so what does that mean?
He throws the title in the trash.
No, that's the statement. Okay, what does it mean?
He got rid of the title.
Okay, so who got rid of the title?
But that's just Bernie talking.
Who got rid of the title?
Come on, man. This is not fair.
Who got rid of the title? Who got rid of the title? Because did you see, let me ask you a question, brother. Did you see the IBF put any announcement out that actually said that he stripped them? Did you?
It's from Boxing Scene.
Excuse me. The boxing is the media. Did you see a note from the IBF saying we are stripping Terence Crawford of the belt? Did you hear them say that?
No, they
confirmed. So the answer, so the operative word right there is no, you didn't.
They confirmed.
What we're going off when we say the word strip is an assumption. What this man is saying is that they didn't get stripped, that they threw it in the trash. They didn't want it. So you are blaming the IBF for making Jaron Ennis the champion when Terence Crawford's team says he didn't want it?
I'm going off of the fact that they're saying that he was stripped of the title.
Who is they? That's not a fact. What they're saying is no more a fact than what Bernie the Boxer is saying. But Bernie the Boxer is much closer, a much closer source, because he's a team member. He's employed and an agent of Terence Crawford's. He works for Terence Crawford. That is Terence Crawford's team that say they dropped the belt. So, are you mad at them for dropping the belt? Because they said they dropped it. Doesn't that make everything that you say just ridiculous?
Brother, I can't speak for Bernie the Boxer.
Brother.
You just call
You
everybody
can't
brother
speak for
in
Terence,
my
but
culture.
you can't speak for Terence, but you can speak for the IBF.
All I know is that
All you know is what it says right there. You don't know
Terence
anything.
Crawford.
If you don't know that Terence Crawford dropped the belts because Terence Crawford team said he dropped it, because that's what it means.
Boots is the email champ. You got it.
You
got
can
it.
say he's an email. I don't care what
He's
you
the
think
email
about
champ.
Jaron Ennis and Jaron Ennis being an email champion. Whatever. Call him whatever. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but what the fuck? Who cares what you think?
Because they shamed Devin Haney.
I think you're just a hater. I think you're just a hater on me because you try to find some shit. You just try to find some shit to say that it makes an opinion that people have look bad. It is a good thing for boxing that we now have Jaron Ennis with a championship because if Terence Crawford fights at 147 again, he has somebody to fight that people will want to see him fight. And there's a good storyline there. There's also no need to wait. There's also no need to wait for Jaron Ennis to get fights with other people. Okay? So it's good for boxing for the fact that we get more fights out of a great talent like Jaron Ennis, and Jaron doesn't have to wait anymore. That's why it's good for boxing.
That's not the
Terence Crawford
consensus.
didn't want the belt because Terence Crawford, and I believe that Terence didn't want the belt because Terence said that he wasn't going to defend the belt. He said that he wasn't going to defend it. He said that he wanted to go fight Canelo. He said Canelo was the biggest fight in boxing. So he has a fight with Errol at 154. And after that, he made it very clear that he was hunting for Canelo. And that fight is at 168. So Terence is not going to be fighting any part of next year. If Terence Crawford gets what Terence Crawford wants, Terence will not defend any of his welterweight belts all of next year. Because one fight will be Errol, and if he's lucky, the second would be Canelo. So why in the world is it good for boxing for nobody to be able to have a championship to defend any championship belt all of next year when if Terence Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, he already said he's retiring?
Because I know how much hard work Terence Crawford has put.
Terence doesn't want it. Terence doesn't want it.
And I know you would have flipped the script if it was Errol Spence Jr.
You don't know squat. Because if Errol Spence Jr. beat Terence Crawford and he went to go fight Canelo and he said, I don't want those belts, Errol Spence Jr. more than likely would do what Terence Crawford claimed he did, which is drop it. Because that's what Bud's team is saying, that he dropped it.
Brother, I just
and you have no proof, that he was stripped. Only the word of a journalist, and by the way, I read all the articles. They said it was confirmed that Jaron Ennis was the champion.
Email champion, yeah. But
no, there's no such thing as an email champion.
We're going to call him an email champ. So
what belt? No, we're not going to call him shit. You're going to call him that.
There's a lot of people.
Because you're a troll. That's what trolls do. I've never called Devin Haney an email champion.
I know a lot of you guys went after Devin.
I'm not Haney. You guys. You're talking to me, you bozo. I have never called Devin Haney an email champion. Ever. The original person that was called an email champion, Jamal Charlo, I didn't call him an email champion either. Do you know why I don't do that? And I know you don't, so let me answer the question. Because there's always been cases where.
Because you like fighters from Texas.
You're a fucking moron. See, again, that's why I don't like to talk to you, because you're a fucking moron.
I just think you have a bias towards fighters from Texas, man. That's
you don't think that I have a bias from fighters from Texas? You're just pulling that out of your ass.
Carlos, Errol Spence, and
then what else? Bam Rodriguez. What other this great slew of Texas fighters that I love so much? What a fucking idiot.
I just think you don't
How about you represent yourself better than this? How about you represent yourself better than this? How about you do yourself a favor and represent yourself better than this?
I didn't mean to trigger you, man. I was just saying.
You didn't trigger me, dude. You can use whatever bozo-ass cornball buzzword you want to throw at it with an empty fucking meaning and an irrelevant conclusion. Next thing you're gonna say something like what are the other buzzwords you like to use? Oh, you are just race baiting. You have a tribal mentality.
See,
You have a tribal mentality.
Look at
You have
Francisco
any type
Ramos.
of any type of fucking stupid ass buzzword that you can use to encapsulate a thought that you couldn't communicate the essence of if your life was dependent on it. You fucking buffoon.
I just don't think you're fair to Terence
I
Crawford.
don't give a shit what you think I am and what you don't think I am. Terence Bud Crawford's team right there said that they threw the title in the trash. That's what he said.
I don't think Boots is a real champion right now until he
I don't care what you think because he is one. The IBF named him one. He's on the IBF website as a champion.
He didn't earn it, bro. He didn't earn it. But
no, he did earn it.
I'm
He
boycotting the
absolutely
IBF.
positively earned it by becoming the mandatory. And when Terence Crawford, according to Bernie the Boxer, dropped the belt, the rules which were written well before Jaron Ennis ever fought a professional fight gave him that, because there is a process and a procedure in every sanctioning body for that. Because for centuries, boxers have either retired, and when they retired, there's a process to name a new champion. They refuse to fight a mandatory, so they get stripped. All the way back, well beyond Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis, you moron. You want to call it an email champion because somebody called Devin Haney an email champion. Devin Haney was never an email champion. There's no such thing as it. He was a secondary titleist. That's what he was. But he was the World Boxing Council champion. Why? Because the WBC elevated Lomachenko, and so they elevated him because he deserved that title, because that title was now the secondary belt. And before he was a secondary champion, and he remained the secondary champion. Jaron Ennis fought to become the mandatory. Terence Crawford, who was the champion, had an obligation to fight him. He had an obligation to either fight him or to drop the belt. Terence Crawford decided to drop the belt. As a result, he becomes the champion because of what Terence Crawford decided to do.
We don't know that for a fact yet.
We know it for a fact because he is the champion, you fucking buffoon. Now get away from me, you buffoon. Not in the mood for buffoonery, bro. Gerald Hood, how can I help you, sir?
There's my guy right there. Okay, again, unblock me for none. Unblock me.
Gerald Hood, how can I help you, sir? I can't. I think I unblocked you and you started doing the same thing again, bro. If I recall correctly.
You got me blocked.
I can't hear you, brother. I gotta let you go. And there's a lot of echo. So I gotta kick it back. I gotta kick it later, brother. Because Gerald Hood, I do remember you, bro. You started acting a buffoon as soon as I unblocked you. Okay? I was like, man, I regretted unblocking you last time. So anyway, please stop with the buffoonery, bro. Please. Please stop with the buffoonery. That man is the champion because the IBF named him the champion. Tia Lando, you're not a buffoon. You just played a buffoon. You're not a true buffoon. You're just playing. You're just acting like one. Like, man, get a brother. Man, I ain't your brother. Fuck up out of here, bro. Anyway, Malik in the building. Melvin Jones, how can I help you?
What's going on, G?
Chilling, man. What's going on?
So, I like what you're doing here, but I feel like it's bad for boxing. I do really understand what you're saying. I feel like it's bad for boxing because you can't just make someone a champion. They have to fight with somebody to become a champion. If you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. That's not true, but go ahead.
But I really do. I feel like they need to fight somebody. If the belt is vacant, let someone else who is a mandatory fight for that belt. I would like to see somebody fight for the belt and earn the belt rather than just give it to them. I don't like that at all.
All right, let me ask you a question.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so two guys are ordered to fight.
Yeah.
One guy's the mandatory, and he's told, you're going to be fighting the mandatory. You're going to be fighting the champion.
Mm-hmm.
And then the champion decides not to fight you. You're saying that you would rather see him strip the champion and then make him and somebody else fight for the championship.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What is the practical difference between this and what they do? But I'm going to tell you,
with no hard work at all.
Listen to me. Dude, don't act like Jaron ain't put in hard work. He did everything he needed to do, beat 30 people to get to that position, bro. He fought.
I understand that.
So let me finish what I'm saying. That man fought, he was named the interim champion because he was promised, if you beat this guy, you will get a shot at the championship. He was told that by the IBF.
Yeah.
If he did not get a championship shot because Terence Crawford wouldn't give it to him.
Yeah, we understand.
The IBF is not going to keep their promise to him and give them what they said they would, because this guy forfeited. Terence Crawford forfeited before the fight started. But let's just assume that you say, okay, well, he's not the champion until he fights somebody else. Well, what's the difference between giving him the belt and then letting him get a fight to defend the title versus him getting in there against a guy that isn't fighting anybody, that didn't earn it himself?
Most of those guys are professionals. Hold on, I get what you're saying. Most of those guys are professionals. And most of those guys who box, they have been boxing for 20 to 10 years and never get a shot like Jaron Ennis. And they just give it to him. That's like me and you.
They didn't give it to him. You keep saying they gave it to him. They didn't just give it to him.
He was the next guy.
They had an interim. No, bro. They had a fight for the interim belt. It's called the interim title. The interim title, because he's the interim title, means is if that champion dies in the ring, retires, is stripped, you become the champion because you earned that. He fought for that. He fought for the right to be named champion if Terence didn't fight him. He earned it.
Second titles is for.
No, dude, it's called an interim title. And he won that title in the ring. He risked his life like all these other fighters did. He put his record on the line. He got in there with a guy that was trying to punch him in the face and beat him for a title called the interim title. And the interim title is there in case the champion refuses or is unable to fight anymore. And then you move him up. But they didn't just give him that. He had to fight for that. He had to beat Castillo Clayton for that. He had to beat Roman for that. But what you're trying to do is say, don't give him that. Give him and somebody else who didn't do what he did a championship shot, and it doesn't even make a difference. Because did you know it does make a difference to Jaron for the amount of money that he makes?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Because there's a champion. As a champion, if you fight somebody else and they order the fight, you get the champion's purse. If you are not the champion, you don't get the purse. So if they don't do it, number one, the IBF isn't keeping their word to Jaron. And by the way, they can be sued. And they should be sued. Because if I do all of this thing and you say that I get a fight for this championship and you don't give me the fight, you got to give me something. You can't say I got to do all of this shit. I got to defend my interim championship belt. I got to work myself up into the rankings. I got to pay my money. And then when the champion doesn't fight me, Cody Crowley gets the same thing I get? Why does Cody Crowley deserve to fight for a vacant belt? What did any of these guys do to fight for a vacant belt? Nothing. But I'm going to tell you none of them did what they were supposed to do to get a shot at Terence. And practically speaking, it doesn't make a difference because Jaron's got to fight the guy anyway.
Okay.
Jaron, as a champion, still has to fight whoever it is. So they can still order him to fight Cody Crowley. Whoever the number 2 guy still gets the shot. So all you're really doing by not allowing him to be the champion is you are not allowing him to get the benefit of what he worked for, which was to become the interim champion. He deserved it. Just like Devin Haney, when he did what he needed to do to be the WBC interim title, that title gave him the right to fight for the championship. If they had moved Lomachenko up and then just let the WBC be vacant, they didn't give Devin the benefit of his bargain and what he had already paid for. Same thing with Jamal. They have to do it because they already earned the title shot. And if you can't give me the title shot, you got to give me the second best thing. The second best thing is the title itself.
All right.
Not the, if you can't give me the fight, you got to give me the title. Because I earned the shot at the title, but you're not going to give me the title. Because you didn't give me the fight. When the IBF champion, listen to this from a contractual standpoint. When the IBF says, if you do this, we will give you a championship fight. That is an agreement between the IBF and Jaron Ennis.
Yeah, that's perfectly clear on the contract part. Yeah.
So they have to abide by that. They have to. They can't just say, well, Terence don't want to fight you, so we're not going to give you a championship fight. But then say, well, what happens if they just give him a championship fight? Well, guess what you're giving? Then another guy that didn't pay for the fight, that wasn't a party to the agreement, now gets to get the same thing that I do? No. That's going to cause legal problems for those dudes. And it doesn't make a difference because Jaron can't, if you're a champion, you're going to have to fight somebody. So I remember when it happened with, and this is not just for Jamal, just for Jaron. It happened with Devin Haney, and it happened with Jamal, and it happened with Jamal Charlo too. Because I thought, man, why wouldn't they just? I didn't like it either. Like, hold on, man. There's going to be a lot of people nagging and moaning and complaining about the fact that Jamal got named the champion. And since they had a fight, why didn't they just have the fight for a vacant belt? But then you think the guy that would be fighting him, is the one that would be benefiting because the champion was elevated or got off of there.
So that's the only
so it makes sense from a boxing fan perspective to say, well, why don't they just fight each other? But let me ask you a question. If they fight each other, if Jaron Ennis fights what's his name? Fights whoever, and he knocks him out in the first round, did he beat Terence Crawford?
No.
So people are still going to say you fought for a vacant belt. It's going to be, it's a female champion, or they say that you're not a real champion. That shit was vacant. You didn't beat the champ.
To see what they want. You know what I mean?
What do you say?
At the end of the day, fans, we only want to see the fight. Really, to be truly honest with you, I just want to see the fight. All this legal stuff and all that other stuff, that's stopping big fights from happening now, and I just really don't like it.
You want to see what fight? You want to see what fight?
I want to see Jaron Ennis fight Terence Crawford or fight whoever who's vacant next.
Well, so watch this.
That's simple.
If you want to see the fight, if what you're saying is true and you want to see the fight, then you need to blame Terence Crawford for not fighting Jaron Ennis. Because the reason that Terence Crawford is not fighting Jaron Ennis is Terence Crawford, not Jaron Ennis.
So you're saying that Terence Crawford is ducking Jaron Ennis?
No, what I'm saying is I'm listening to what you said. You said all of that stuff is just legal stuff. Okay, it's legal stuff. You said you want to see the fight. Listen to what you said. You said you just want to see the fight. So I asked you, what fight do you want to see? Because if you want to see a fight, it's got to be a fight that you want to see. So you want to see Terence Crawford fight Jaron Ennis. Well, then blame Terence because Terence said he's not fighting Jaron. He said he wants Canelo Alvarez. So that's not on Jaron. That's on Terence.
Man, me and you both know he can't even get Canelo. That means he's going to have to jump up like how many
do I need to show you the same thing I just showed the last guy? Look right there. That is his team member saying Crawford throws title in the trash, doubles down on Canelo. He still wants Canelo. Terence Crawford said he wants Canelo. He said the biggest fight in boxing is me and Canelo. He wants Canelo. He said that some of these fighters, so he called Jaron Ennis fight played out. So Terence is the reason that fight's not happening, not Jaron. So if you want to see it, that doesn't have anything to do with Jaron fighting somebody else.
Okay.
So and if you say, well, not that fight, what else fight do you want to see? Well, if you want to see Jaron Ennis fight somebody else, guess what? It doesn't make a difference whether it's a vacant fight or whether it's a title defense. You're still going to see the fight. Still going to be the same person in the ring. So if you say the legal issues aren't what you care about, you just care about seeing the fight, well, bro, then blame Terence Crawford for not fighting him and going up to another weight class. But you can't blame Jaron Ennis because Jaron Ennis is going to fight the same guy next, regardless of whether it's a vacant title or whether he's the defending champion. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. I see what you're saying now. Your point makes valuable sense. Because what we see in the blogs and me as a casual boxing fan is not what you explain it, you know? What they have him depicted as not just him, you know, throwing the belt in the trash or trying to do that. They're trying to get him to move up multiple weight classes to get a dream fight that would really and truly actually would never happen. We want to see him fight Jaron Ennis.
But that is not, just to be clear, that is not people trying to get him to do that. That's Terence trying to do that. That's his decision. Terence brought that shit up. Nobody but Terence brought that up. Nobody. There isn't anybody out there saying, please, Terence, fight Canelo. Nobody's asking for that. Terence is saying that. Terence says that he doesn't want to, right now, he's already in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't need he doesn't need these fights because he's a two-time undisputed champion, all of that. And he's looking for the big money fights. He said that after Errol Spence, he wanted to fight Jermell. And then when Jermell lost to Canelo, he said, Jermell's no longer on the hit list. No longer on the hit list. We want Canelo. So then Errol Spence, who he has a rematch with, that fight's not at 147, it's at 154. So Terence has no choice but to, I don't even think Terence has a choice. But if Terence had said, okay, I'm going to do this rematch, and then I'm going to come back down to 147 and fight Jaron, and they stripped him, that would be a problem. But Terence said he wasn't coming back. And at the very least, he's not coming back for the next year. So why in the world does the boxing world not to get to see any welterweight championship fights for the next year and a half?
Well, it's because of Terence Crawford. And if Terence Crawford see your stream, tell him that the fans want to see him fight Jaron Boots Ennis.
Dude, Terence Crawford don't need to see my stream to know that. Terence Crawford has responded with that shit is played out and no.
That shit needs to happen.
Yeah, but that's on him. If he said I'm telling you, the best thing for boxing is for them to do what they did. Because now everybody else there's fights that can be made at 147. For the last 2 years, people were waiting for Errol and Terence to fight each other. They fought each other. Now, Terence is going to 154, and then he wants to go to 168 after that. That's another 2 years. So that would be over the last 2 years, it'd be 4 years of these guys that are out there in those divisions not getting a chance to fight. So no, it's a good thing for boxing that we are going to see. If Terence goes to 154 and he stays at 154, cool. If he goes to 154 and he comes back down to fight Jaron because he still has the other 3 belts, that's cool too. But it's not, you're going to actually get to see fights by them doing this. Anyway, thanks, bro. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate your time too, man.
Anytime, sir. That's a Cadillac? Is that Cadillac?
Yeah.
You work for GM?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Big hey, my daughter works for GM, man. She just got hired. She just got hired by GM.
Big GM. Make sure y'all come and stop by and get y'all Cadillacs at Bayway Cadillac Southwest of Houston, man. We got the best squad here. I appreciate you for having us.
All right, hey, man, and I get a 25% discount, so I may come rolling through there, dog.
Yeah.
Family discount. All right, yes, brother.
Sir.
Thank you, man. Salute to you, sir. Oh, that's what's up, man. What's going on, Ray? What's going on, Ray Davis? Yeah, see, that's a dude I like, King. That's an intelligent conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Something you ain't capable of having, man. Go ahead, brother. What's up, man? What's up with you? What's up?
I like how you brought it. I was giving an analogy in the comments here. I had said it. I was hoping you caught it. But you want to read that? Go ahead.
Oh, in the comment section or what?
No, it's okay. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna say it.
In
I'm
the
gonna
private chat. Easy analogy for you. For now, just give me the analogy. That's fine. What's the analogy?
Yeah.
Let me read these chats.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for
cats that paid the bills though. Thank y'all for y'all support. And brother, hey, my Mr. McKinney, he said, Boots may be the Michael Jordan of boxing. We'll see. And exactly, now we get to see. It's a shame. What the shame is that Terence had to make him get the belt that way. That's what the shame is, that Jaron, that people just decided to get out of his way and give it to him. You want to blame him. People want to blame him for everybody getting out of his way. You know what I mean? They didn't want to get stuck on them horns. But go ahead, bro.
No, I was just
and David Williams. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Nine. I love the heavens out of this channel. And your brother question if Boots decided. Oh, and you, brother, question if Boots decided he wants to be undisputed, will they strip Duck Dynasty Crawford for the rest of the belts for Duck and Boots? Loving your work, brother. They're going to give up. This is the first one, David Williams, of the belts coming up off Terence.
Mm-hmm.
The belts are going to come up off him. The WBC, first of all, the WBC doesn't have a mandatory yet, but once they get that eliminator fight, whatever eliminator fight that they're going to do, then they're going to have an interim champion. And at that point in time, they're probably going to take the belt from Terence too. But here's the thing, Terence better not come back down. Because if he comes back down, it's the only person he can fight is Jaron. And if he doesn't fight Jaron, ain't nobody trying to hear nothing else. Thank you, David Williams. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, no, I was just stating that when you was making comparison to answer the young man Melvin's question, salute to him.
Yes, sir. And brother, you're an intelligent young man. Great questions. They're well thought out. You listened to what I had to say and understood, brother. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, so I was saying that if you have a president of or a CEO of a company, I was using it as an organization, and that president decide you have a vice president in place or multiple vice presidents in place, but whoever's the highest one usually gets the job or they vote on the next person. So if that person has that position, they're going to be promoted to that position as see forth the president resigning or retiring or something catastrophic happening. People need to understand that just because he was the king of the hill, he refused to fight. He moved up. No one's crying about well, I ain't gonna say nobody's crying. They are crying about Devin too being the champion of recess and Jamel. But it happens. You avoid a fight. This guy's been waiting for 2 years for a shot at the title. 2 years. And he had put in multiple times that he wants his belt. His dad sent the petition last year when Earl Spence and Crawford wasn't going on at the time. They were in negotiations. I think it was back in June or July last year. And he said, we're putting in for this title because this guy's avoiding this. He's not making a fight. He's avoiding this. So guess what? They answered the bell. Terence didn't want to fight him. Terence couldn't make up his mind. Now he made up his mind, and he's fighting at 154. They gave him the belt. He already had a title. The title says that he's next in line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And that goes for the WBC Super. I'm sorry, the WBA Super. It goes for the they don't have a franchise belt no more at the WBC level. And the WBO, I think, has a super belt too, I believe. But all those champions underneath, if they strip a title, it goes to the next champion. Only time they fight for it if there's nobody in line, if there's no mandatory and there's a rank 1 and 2, then they fight for the belt. Other than that, they promote the next champion to the title. And that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We need to stop arguing and stop the cap, especially King. Need to stop it.
Definitely. Hey, I got a guy right behind. Come
Go
back
ahead.
again.
You're good. I just wanted to touch on that. All right,
Thank
brother.
you, sir. All right, bro. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Rally Mirha, how can I help you, sir?
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Why you bullying that boy King like that, man?
You have some boxing you want to talk about, brother?
Yeah, I want to talk to you about. Did you see what Teddy Atlas said about that Shakur versus De Los Santos fight?
Who?
Teddy Atlas?
About what fight?
The Shakur versus De Los Santos?
No.
Oh, you know we got a bet on that, right?
Who has a bet on what?
Me and you.
Jesus Christ, bro. Dude, do you have some boxing you want to be directly talking about, man? Or are you just going to lead me through this maze of fucking questions, bro?
Why you stressed out this morning, man? Do you remember the bet we made?
No, I don't remember you, bro. I don't remember you. I don't know who you are. I don't want to be rude, but I don't even know who you are. Nor do I want to give you a lecture about why I bullied that dude. You're not my mama. I don't know who you are. Do you have a coherent thought that I can respond to?
I just asked you.
You asked me a bunch of questions. Did you see an atlas? I asked a question. No, I didn't. Do you? What about the bet we have? I don't know who you are to remember a bet with you. I don't know who you are, bro. You don't show my face, your face. I speak to a bunch of people, bro. Do you have something you would like to say? Say it.
Yeah,
say it.
I just said it. I was seeing if you remember that bet we made. We said we made $100 bet. It makes sense that you don't remember it because you talk to a lot of people, so it makes sense.
Okay, great. So now you said, do you remember the $100 bet? I said no. What's the $100 bet that Edwin De Los Santos is going to beat? It's going to beat.
It's going to be
great. Okay, great. Put the $100 in my Cash App.
Yeah, you gonna put it in mine?
No, yeah, I'm going to give you the money back when I get you, bro. You can never show up again. I'm not making any bet unless you put the money up front. Put the money up front.
Both got to put the money up.
No, I don't. I'm not sending you $100. Fuck out of here. I'm here every day. I'm here every day.
So you don't want to.
I'm here every day. If you want to bet $100, put your $100 bet in the Cash App and then say, this is Raleigh Murray, and I will remember then. And then if it wins, I will send you $200 back. No worries. If not, I'm keeping the $100, which I'm going to be keeping. So put the money in the chat. Put the money there now. I'll confirm in front of everybody that's there. It shit's on tape at 1 hour and 26 minutes, 1 hour, 22 minutes and 16 seconds. It'll be on camera. And you can take that clip off the channel, show me that I did it. I'll have the $100 and I'll send you $200 back. You jump back on the channel. I say you're right. Here's your $200,000. Here's your $200. Deal done. So give me the $100.
That's too complicated, man.
No, it's not. Send me $100 to Cash App. It's right here. It's going across your screen right here.
Look,
right there. No, it ain't complicated.
That's too much.
It ain't complicated at all. Watch this. We're going to make it real simple for you. Real simple. I don't mind taking your money. Cash App for non-INT. Right there. Right there. You put $100 in it. I will say I got the $100. No worries. I got the $100. I'll verify that you put the $100 in because when you go to Bovada or anybody else, you got to put your money in. They don't come. You don't get to go to any betting website and not put your money up during the bet. So put your money up. The $100 up. Everybody sees it. It's verified. I'll verify it. It'll be on tape, and I'll pay you if Shakur Stevenson wins. If Edwin De Los Santos wins. And if not, I'm keeping my money. What's so difficult about that?
Or when the fight happens, I could just call you back.
No, because if the fight happens and Shakur beats Edwin De Los Santos, you're not going to be anywhere around. Look, so I'm not trying to hear that shit, dude. If you're not willing to put the money up, drop the subject.
Let me tell you something.
That's the only way I'm taking any bets with anybody. You put the money up. I'm here, right here. I'm here every day. You have the tape. I've said it in front of at least 6,000 people.
Yeah.
So come up off your money or be quiet.
Look at this though. You forgot about the bet. I'm the one who came.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I don't give a shit if I forgot about it or not. You're telling me there's a bet. I'm telling you, cool.
Let me talk for a second.
No, put the money up or leave me alone, bro. Put the money up or drop the bet talk. Put the money up or talk or drop the bet. Put the money up.
Bro,
Put the money up. If you're not
Relax.
I accept your bet. Put the money up.
Relax. God
I'm
damn.
going to relax by throwing you off. Put
Throw-
the money up.
Throw me off if you want, but man, you didn't
Put
even
the money up.
You could throw me off if you want, but damn.
I'm going to put the money up. Either say I don't want the bet, put the money up, or ask a question so we can keep it pushing.
Got me hostile for no reason, man.
Dog, I'm hostile because you came up in here talking about why am I bullying somebody? Bro, I don't have the time to play the nicey nice guy dude, man. I'm not nice. I'm not nicey nice guy.
You don't gotta be a nice guy. Just be a real guy.
I'm being very, very real. I don't know how much more real I can be than to tell you this. Young man, stop wasting my fucking time. Young man, stop wasting my time. You want to preach to me like you're my daddy about why I'm rude to somebody. Then you want to ask me a question about did I see Teddy Atlas's prediction? And then you want to talk about a bet. When I say here's the bet, you don't want to put the money up. Put the money up. Put the money up.
My goodness. God damn. If I was running from the bet, I wouldn't have brought it up and
put the money up.
You know what I'm saying? You're the one.
I don't want to play. Hey, bro, I'm not interested in woulda, coulda, shoulda, why, this, that, and that. Put the money up. It's Cash App for non-INT. Do you have Cash App?
I'm not doing that shit.
So then you're not betting. So you turned the bet down.
You turned it down.
No, I didn't turn the bet down. I said put the money up. Where's the money?
By your standards, like
where's the money, bro?
You see what I'm saying?
Where's the money? If you're not giving me the money, it's not a bet. If you don't give me the money, it's not a bet. You got to put the money up.
All that hard-earned money, that's in my bank account.
Put the money up. Put the money up.
Dude, we could just drop it, bro. We could just
Thank you very much. You got anything else you want to talk about, bro? Fuck out of my face, kid. Shit is ridiculous, bro. You got the money, put the money up. I'm not sending you no $100 so you can disappear. Okay? I'm here every day. I'm here every day. I'm good on the money. You want the bet. I don't want the bet. Put the money up. You want to be stupid enough to put $100 on Edwin De Los Santos? I'll take the money. I'll take the money. like what? You just got here trying to grandstand and be cute. You're so aggressive. Yes, I am, because you're a fuck. You act like I don't got time for that. Anyway, here's the link for the next guy. You remember that? You see what Teddy Atlas said? Anyway, for now, Bernie was bashing Boots, talking about it should have fought for the belt. He's not a real champion. I usually like Bernie, but that was some BS. Who cares? They didn't want to fight him, bro. They don't want to fight Jaron Ennis, dog. They don't want. I'm not gonna call him a duck because he's got other things to do. But bro, he said that was very entertaining. Dog, I don't understand why these dudes. You talking about putting money up. You want to talk about put the money up? Put the money up. Put the money up. Anybody want to bet me $100? Put the money up. You're not going to bet me money, then disappear. You know what I'm saying? You're not betting me any money, then disappear. If I don't want to take the bet, I won't take the bet. I ain't got no problem saying I'm not betting on that fight. I'll bet on that fight. But I have a suspicion that you're dumb for giving me them odds, though. What's the odds? Watch this. Dude ain't even that smart. Watch this. Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos. Odds. Dude, this cat. Dude, it's not even a smart bet, bro. Dude. Oh, my God, bro. If I'm going to bet you 100, dog, I would definitely take. Please let me get that. Please let me get that bet. Please let me get that bet. You're going to give me even money on that fight, bro? You know that I'm taking that bet, bro. Dog, man, it's King of Kings. It's minus 1,200. It's minus 1,200. You don't think I'm going to take an even money bet? That I'm not going to take that from even money. You don't think I'm going to take minus 1,200 even money on minus 1,200? Babe, you better put that money up, though. Man, you better give me that money. You better. I'm scared to take. Yeah, I'm scared. No, I know you're not going to pay, is what the deal is. Put the money up, bro. I'm not just going to get. I bet this. Hey, I bet this $2 he don't come back. Man, dog, hey, look, man. Why are you bullying that guy? Because he deserves it. What the fuck is this? Anyway, man, here you go. I'm sorry to everybody that thinks I'm a bully. I'll be nice to the next guy. I'll be nice to I swear I'll be nice to the next guy. Hey man, is it something wrong with me, bro? Why can't I deal with that shit? I just can't. I don't like that. Come on, man. I saw you, Rollo. Rollo, bro. I saw you. Rollo Green, bro. I saw you, bro. Don't act like I saw you, dog. I know you got something to say. Dude, this should be easy money. It should be easy money today. Ryan's fight is closer, in my opinion. They went against who was he fighting? Duarte? Against Duarte? I don't know, man. They love betting against them. Pretty is with them with hands. Hey, bro. I don't know why. I'll take that money, bro. Oh, Shakur. I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, I want to be a nice guy. I am aggressive. Hey, Fanon, what full force saying house party? I smell, sniff, I smell. Oh, dog. You know full well they didn't want to take that bet. Soda Black in the bill said this $5 is for you to take a second to sip your coffee and breathe. Great work you do, even when they try to throw your name, throw off your game. Bomb squad. Look, man. Nobody, first of all, you got to understand, bro. Richard Price said it's a bloodbath today. Like, man, come on, man. Have an intelligent conversation, man. I do not suffer fools lightly. That's what it is. I do not suffer fools lightly. Hey, what's going on? Okay. Ngongoma, what's going on? Ngongoma, what's up? No, I don't. I don't suffer fools lightly, bro. Big Ron. Dude, first of all, I'm joking. When people say everybody hates me, bro, I know full well not everybody hates me, bro, because I got a lot of people I talk to and have good conversations with every day. How can everybody hate me when I'm literally talking to hundreds of people every day where we agree on things? Oh, you hate me. You hate me. I don't give individuals any more credit than being individuals. That's all you are as an individual, bro. You don't speak for everybody. Like Kenneth Johnson said 1,200 was the AJ Ruiz wild. I'd still take the $100 bet, bro. Hey, Kenneth Johnson, do you want to bet me $100? Kenneth Johnson, you think that's funny? Come on up here and give me $100 and bet me $100 on that fight. I'll take it. Kenneth Johnson. Hey, thank you, Big Ron family. You got jokes, huh? Here's the link. Come on. Here's the link. Come. You sure? You laughing? You find it funny? Since you find it funny, brother, you should be able to put the money up. Since it's funny. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
Chilling, man.
Oh man, it's good. Man, I thought looking at the topic, man, I be working so much, man. I can't even enjoy your show sometime, man. You know, I gotta keep it moving. But
I know you do, bro.
I'm not on here too long, as I'm still in at work. But I just wanted to touch on this whole thing, him getting stripped, right? So it's okay. I understand that they stripped him. I listened to what you said. Far as they stripped him because he wasn't planning on coming back down. You know what I'm saying? To 147. Okay, I get that part, but I think far as out of fairness, it should have been some type of statutes of limitation with that. Far as they should at least gave him a certain amount of time to decide whether if he on after the rematch. This is after the rematch. They should have gave him a certain amount of time to decide whether if he still wanted to come back down to 147 or not. Then I think they should have made their decision based off of that instead of just stripping him. And then the second thing is, why did Earl Spence get to sit there and baby the IBF for 15 whole months and not get stripped?
Because of Terence Crawford.
Because he right, because he okay.
Crawford. That's
because
why
the negotiations, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, man. I'll let you finish, brother.
But in this scenario, this is not even negotiations. The rematch has been set for what, February. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out.
I don't even think it's been set. That's part of the issue.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they was looking at a date in February. Well, okay. Well, it's the same thing then. So we still at the negotiation table with it, right? As far as what date they gonna do the rematch at, right? Or is it?
Bud said he ain't fighting Jaron, man. Bud, from the IBF standpoint, Bud already let it be known he's not fighting the dude. So there's nothing for the IBF to wait for. He said he ain't doing it. If he wins, he ain't doing it. If he wins, he ain't doing it. If he doesn't fight Errol, he ain't doing it. If he does fight Errol, he ain't doing it. He said he ain't doing it.
But Bud to say how much stuff Bud to say it. Me and you both know Bud say a lot of stuff.
Again, bro, this is not the world according to Bud. If Bud says he's not going to do something, and these guys have other fighters, it's not their job to sit around and try to figure out whether Bud is going to change his mind or not. It's his job. That's their job. It's their job to say we got more fights we got to do. We're in the business of making boxing matches. If you say that you're not going to do it, we're going to take you at your word. Like any job, you're in a job right now. You go tell your boss I quit, and you don't. What do you mean you quit? You sure you quit? Yep. Well, put it in writing. And you put it in writing. You tell him you quit, bro. You quit. You may then later, hold on, I don't quit. Nah, dog, you quit. You out. I got a business to run. You quit.
Well, what about, okay, well, so then now I'm going to go back to what about when Earl Spence said he wasn't going to fight Keith Thurman? And he had the IBF at the time. No. And you're right.
Keith Thurman was not a mandatory.
Oh.
Keith Thurman was not. This is a mandatory challenger. He said he would never fight Keith Thurman. He was not ordered to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was not the man. It was not a mandatory challenger for him. So if he said I'm never going to do it, he said he's never going to fight somebody that's not as mandatory.
I'm right.
Jaron is the mandatory.
Yeah,
that's the difference. He's mandatory.
And Boots never became a mandatory for Spence, really, even though they were talking about making him the mandatory. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he did. No, he's the mandatory. And they said, and the IBF said that you have a certain amount of time. The winner of this fight, whether it is Errol or Terence, it has a certain amount of time to have to fight Jaron. Otherwise, they're going to strip him. If this was Errol and Errol was going up, Errol was taking a rematch with him at 147. They would have stripped Errol too. The IBF stripped Canelo.
Right.
The exact same thing. That's why that Bozo King didn't want to answer that question, because the IBF stripped Canelo for not fighting Sergey Deverenchenko. So you know damn well they're going to strip Bud.
They're going to strip Bud. Well, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. They could have. I think they just could have at least waited till after the rematch take place.
What, man? Bud can't even look. They can't wait because Jaron can't get a fight. It's not fair to Jaron, man, to hold up Jaron's career. Jaron earned the fight. He earned the fight. In the ring, he earned that fight. He's the mandatory. That's why it's there. Just like Shakur Stevenson earned the fight with Devin. Devin fans always want to talk about there. You didn't bring him in. He doesn't offer him anything. He's the mandatory. He don't got to offer him shit, but an ass whoop. That's all he got to offer him because he's the mandatory. Okay? He's the mandatory. He deserves the shot because he earned it. Because there's a route to earn it. If the minute Terence Crawford says that he's not going to fight the guy, no matter what, then the IBF owes it to the guys in that ranking system to move Terence on, because the job of the champion is to defend the title. That's the job of a man. The job of every champion is not to say, I'm the champion, so now I get to go to any weight class and do whatever I want. That's why people were complaining about the franchise belt. Well, I'm the champion, so now I get to go up to 175 or 122, or I get to do whatever I want to do. And you never defend your mandatory. So why should you, if you can't officially do it and people don't want to see it officially through a franchise belt, why should people be able to do it just by doing it? Once the man said that he was not going to fight Jaron Ennis, and he made it clear that he was not going to fight Jaron Ennis, give up the belt.
Give up the belt. Plus, Steve, what's his name? Steve Espinosa, he said that he wasn't going to allow Bud to jump, like decide to move up and come back down like that, right? I think. No,
what he said, that particular conversation was about what the contract said. He said about turning down the fight. He's like, Bud is wrong. That he think these people, or you guys are wrong, where you think that Bud can just get out of it by saying he can't fight at 154. You can't, if Bud is able to fight at 154, then, or I think what happened is, if Errol can prove that he can't fight at 154, then Terence has to fight him at 154. I just think people got that stuff wrong. But that Bud also could not, maybe what it was that you can't unreasonably withhold the approval. That's probably what it was, actually. Now I'm thinking, man, yeah. Approval will not be unreasonably withheld by Terence Crawford. So if he had that line in there where it said Terence cannot unreasonably withhold approval of a fight at 154, then Bud cannot say, well, I'm moving up to 154 for this guy, but I'm not moving up to 154 for you, because that's unreasonable.
Right. Okay. I mean, sometimes if you make sense to it, I don't have, you know me, I don't give you no argument when you start making sense.
Nah, you don't. That's why you don't be arguing just to be here. You don't do a frequent flyer, or that King dude. Dog, it's what it is, man. And I have never called. Just so you know, I have never called Devin Haney an email champion. So all you bozos sitting there, well, everybody calls him an email champion. Don't you think he's an email champion? No, I don't. I don't think Devin Haney was an email champion. I didn't call Jamal Charlo an email champion, because email champions don't exist. If you have a mandatory champ, if you are owed a right, if that fighter had paid sanctioning fees for a fight, and as a result of the fight that he paid sanctioning fees for, was promised either one or two an opportunity to fight the champion for a belt, and he did it, and that champion refuses to fight him, then that he has to be made whole by that sanctioning body. And you are not made whole. The only way to make him whole is by giving him that title, because that's what he was fighting for. I have a right to fight for him, the champion, for that title. But when the champion disappears, you get the title. You don't get a champion. You don't get a vacant shot. And so you were never champion. So if you lose it, then you are never champion. Right? Nah, bro. And you don't get the champion's purse either, because you don't get the champion's purse. Yeah. So now under contract, now for all we know, Jaron Ennis has a contract with his promoter that he gets paid more money as a champion. Right. So now he's got to get a fight, and he doesn't even get to fight as a champion. He's going to get the same. He gets the same. No, man, it's not fair to Jaron, or it's not fair.
Right. It's not being right.
It's not fair to the mandatory. You got to do. And again, people.
I didn't look at it.
Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't look at it that way. I didn't look at it that way. Where you just because I'm gonna think like, wait a minute now, wait a minute, because Earl, he just sat on there and been inactive for so long, and man, he kept the belts the whole time. That's why I was trying to look at the fairness of that. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, you gonna put the mandatories in the middle of that, then okay. Well, he's his mandatory. If he's coming back down to 147, then that's going to be his mandatory.
Also understand this from the point of view of the sanctioning bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Bud was allowed. The reason that those guys had to wait on their mandatory shot was because those sanctioning bodies were giving room and making time for Bud to fight. It goes both ways.
Right.
The Errol Spence Jr. not fighting Jaron Ennis next was also Terence getting them delaying Jaron Ennis's chance for Terence to have a chance.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So unified those belts. They had to wait on Terence. Matter of fact, they waited an extra, what was it, from October to July? They waited an extra 8 months for Terence. Because Terence didn't take the fight because he didn't take the fight in 2022. That delayed all of those mandatories because Terence pulled out of the fight.
Everything was held up.
Yeah, Terence held those guys up. Terence was part of the reason that those mandatories got held up, not just Errol.
Right.
Because they were all saying, well, Terence is the WBO champion. We want to give Terence a chance to fight for our belts as a champion.
Right.
They didn't just hold up and wait for Errol. They also held up and waited for Terence.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
so Terence now wants to extend it even further? Like, no, bro, we waited forever for you to get it. Now that you got it, now we're not going to wait forever for you to defend it. And if you then say you're not going to defend it, give me the belt back. Because we got all kind of pressure. They got all kind of pressure from all those other fighters in that ranking system that are not able to fight for championships and have not been able to fight for championships for a couple years now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm surprised I'm surprised the other belts don't just go ahead and strip them. You know,
they will. The WBO, we can't. The WBO, they can't because it's not up yet. The WBA, they have a fight. Who's fight whenever, I don't know who's Stanley Onis fighting. Stanley Onis thing fell apart with Keith Thurman, I think. So yeah, but anyway, look, IBF will strip you.
What wasn't Keith supposed to been, or is that just another rumor? Okay.
It didn't happen. They were saying it was going to happen, but it wound up not happening. I don't know if it will happen or whatever, but some of that stuff could have been lost in the shuffle because of what's going on with. I'm
talking about him retiring.
Oh, I don't know, man. Who did you get it from? You don't need to name the name.
Man, like I say, I just be strolling through channels and I just read everybody headlines. He retired, and he's retiring, and yes.
Man, unless you hear that shit out of Keith Thurman's mouth, you know.
Yeah, I gotta remember that. Yeah, but that's all I wanted, man. I just wanted to, touch bases with you on that, man. Just
all right,
find out exactly how I was going. But yeah, it make a lot of sense. So I, don't have no argument with that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Right.
As always, brother. Peace.
Yep.
Yes,
See you later. All right.
See? Reasonable people, bro. Reasonable people. You can't hold it up forever, bro. You can't. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I don't give a fuck what you say. Poor King. Man, I care what you think. AP said, Fanon, this is a bet that I'll be back on your channel tomorrow. I sent the money. Salute. Oh, did you? You sent the money, AP? Did you? It's a bet? Is that you? Whatever your name, dude. Oh, you put the money up. No. Oh. Fanon, this is a bet that I'll be back on the channel. Oh, man, much love, man, for that $100 holler. Bro, thank you, man. AP, bro. Thank you, bro. Oh, man, thank you, brother. I thought, hey, dog, thank you, man, for that support, bro. I need no joke. Hey, William said, keep up the great work with the $5 holler. Thank you, bro. I will. Dog, look, man, y'all not going to run this young man's name in the ground, bro. You're not going to run. Hey, Ibrahim said, hey, salute for 9. Love the channel. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you for the support, bro. And my guy, Marcus Priest says, hey, love you, brother. Put him in the dirt. Oh, that's my guy, Cal, again. Thank you, Cal. Cool it. Brother, thank you, man. Put him in the dirt. And then Mr. Priest said, putting my money up. Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. Hey, these cats want to talk all that shit and put no money up. Like you get to go to Bovada and just get a bet you don't have to pay. Like you coming over here trying to bet me, bro. You better pay it. Hey, thank you, AP. Thank you for that huge $100 holler. And Derek Choi said, Boots the new BF is the IBF champion and still won't get the fights. Yes, he will. Nah, he ain't good. It was a different dude. I was shocked that if he would have put the money up, he'd have been good. Yeah, that's Cal Coolit. That ain't dude, though. That's Cal Coolit. So, nah, he ain't good. If he wanted to put the money up, you'd be good. You bet me the money, you good. I don't even like to gamble, but I'm taking free money. You putting the money up or what? What are you doing, bro?
I'm there to fight.
What? Dog, nobody heard that dumb shit you just said, dude. Nobody heard that dumb shit. Seriously, bro. Sounded like, for real, it sounded like you were eating Rice Krispies or some shit. Didn't nobody hear that? I'm going to see you on Thursday after that fight. What you going to see me, dog? You going to see me on Thursday and you be the fool that if he won, you be the fool that didn't take the bet, they didn't put his money up. So by your logic, Jamal should Jamal be stripped? By my logic, should Jamal be stripped? You have to ask that to me in person, bro. You're going to have to ask me, bro. Because the two circumstances, I don't know what you mean by my logic. Because my logic doesn't, those aren't the same things. I can't compare the two things logically. They're two different sets of facts. I don't know what you mean, my logic. My logic is that if you say that you're not going to defend your belt, if you say it, that you're not coming back to a weight class, you tell them, no, I'm not going to fight my mandatory, that, yeah, you should strip or drop the belt. What does that have to do with Jamal Charlo? He didn't do any of that. Now, if you want to ask me, do I think that do I think he should be stripped or not? That's a different topic. But those are entirely two different situations. Click the link, bro. Don't be scared. Seriously, man, when I whoop y'all ass, it's good for the channel, bro. Yes, I did. And? Who's and? Even though you're leaving click the link, bro. Click the link, bro. Either you click the link or I'm going to block you. Okay? I don't want to, the shit is so, man, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have enough text there's not enough room for you to type for you to make your point very well. Or for me to understand what your point is. Okay? So in order for you to ask that, you have to click the link. Who is Jamal's mandatory? Who is Jamal's mandatory? Hypocrisy Unbound? Who is his mandatory? What about his mandatory? You tell me. Click the link, bro. I don't even know who's his mandatory. Who did he say he wasn't going to fight? If the circumstances are the same, strip him. But you got to tell me who the mandatory is, because I don't know who his mandatory is. Who's his mandatory? Who did he get ordered to fight? Carlos Adames? My understanding is that Jamal Charles has been injured. Is Bud injured? If Bud was injured and he couldn't fight anybody, then no, he shouldn't be stripped. If Terence Crawford was injured, no, he shouldn't be stripped. Was Terence Crawford injured? Unbound? Doug, go away. Like I said, click the link because I think you're king. So we're just going to ban this. We're just going to ban this and come up with another name, bozo, or click the link. You're not a new account. You're the same fucking bozo that got thrown out all the time. Those are two different circumstances. Just ask me if I think Jamal should be stripped of the belt. If they stripped him of it for inactivity, I wouldn't hold. Fine, strip him. What do I care? There's plenty of reason and justification for the WBC to strip him if they wanted to because of the length of his injury. But he's injured. Terence Crawford is not injured. Those are two different situations. Do you think two people with totally different circumstances should have the same consideration? Do you think me telling you, no, I'm not going to fight you versus me being injured and not able to fight is the same thing? Me refusing and telling you I'll never do it versus I will do it, let me heal? Those are not the same circumstances, man. Hey, phenomenal show in the building. Said phenomenal. Remember when people were saying Boots was ducking Terence because he went the IBF route? This is why he went that route. IBF stands on business. Love new. Thank you, phenomenal show. Yeah. What's going on, Donald the now 68-year-old Grant? I'm very happy that Jaron Ennis is the IBF champion. I am. Bud didn't want it. Give it to him. What? Any scenario like that, I'm happy about. You don't want it. Give it to somebody else. If you're going to hold it and you're not going to defend it and we're not going to get any fights for it, give it up. That's why I wanted Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman. If Terence Crawford is not going to fight you or it's going to take forever to get the fight, man, will you just fight anybody? Because I want to see the fights. This is going to allow us to see a welterweight championship fight. Because if shit or get off the pot, and he ain't going to shit. He said, I ain't got to shit, so get off the pot. Let somebody else use it. You don't have to shit. Or you're shitting in some other house. Then get off the pot, damn it. Get off the pot. It's the problem. Only problem I got is that Terence Crawford didn't drop it. Is what you should have done. Just drop it. Just drop it. The question for me is, why is he holding the other ones? Bud can't be at 154, 147, 154, and 168. No, he can't. Nor do you want anybody else to be. You got to shit or get off the pot, buddy. That's it. Shit or get off the pot. Bud doesn't want the fight. Okay? He doesn't want the fight. You all say you don't want the fight. Same thing with Devin. Shit or get off the pot. Again, let's talk about this undisputed thing. Why do you want undisputed? Somebody please explain this to me. Why do you want undisputed? For me, because I can't read the chat for a second because certain people ain't got enough courage to click this link. Y'all know you can't win this argument. You know you can't win this argument. You know you can't. And this is why I'm saying there are no real Bud fans out there. You guys aren't real Bud fans. There's only been one true Bud fan that came up here. And the true Bud fan was like, you're right. You're right. You're completely right. I understand. Fanon, did you see Devin's tweet that he had collected his belts? Like what? Jermaine, technically speaking, King of Kings, he did. However, he was also a secondary champion in the belt. Dog, seriously, man. He was the one calling Lomachenko a paper champion. Derek Choi said, can we stop pretending that Bud won't fight for the right money? Who's pretending that? No, that's not why you wanted Life Channel. No, that's not. That's not why. That's not the reason that it's important, homie. It's not the reason. The reason that you have, and it's not symbolic for it, it's literally, you didn't clean out of the division by being undisputed champion, sir. This is what you call wrong answer. Wrong answer. Number one, it's nothing symbolic about it. You are actually the only champion in the division. And the reason you want it is so that there's only one champion. That means that a person can fight that guy and he's fighting the champion. Right before that, they were like, oh, we got all these belts. We don't know who the real champion is. But why do you want to know who the real champion is? So that the person that you see can fight the real champion. It's a substitution for getting rid of all but one belt. The importance of being a champion is in defending the championship. What? You're not a champ. Terence Crawford has never walked into a boxing ring as the undisputed champion. The only people that have walked into a ring as the undisputed champion in the 4-belt era has been Bernard Hopkins. I don't even think Jermaine Taylor did it. But Jermaine Taylor, Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor, Josh Taylor, Devin Haney, Alexander Usyk, and Canelo Alvarez. They're the ones that have walked in as an undisputed champion. Terence Crawford has never walked in the ring as an undisputed champion. And he never will. And he never will. So what good did it do for him to be undisputed champion if you never defend it? What good is it? I know what good it does for him, but what does it good do for boxing if you don't defend it? Really? I'm very interested to know what good does it do for you if you don't get to see the undisputed champion walk in the ring and you fight. Everybody should be able to get the undisputed champion in one championship in one fight. That's what you're supposed to get. You're supposed to walk in the ring, beat the champion, and you are the champion. Not walk in the ring and you're one of the champions. That's why you want undisputed. So that everybody that walks in the ring gets to be the undisputed champion. And you want to have the undisputed champion continually be the undisputed champion. It is a solution to a problem that we have, not for the individual accolades of a particular fighters whose rump you got your nose up inside of. I'm sorry, what was King of Kings say? Can you answer my question when you get a chance? I got to go back, brother. I have a chance right now. Hope I see it soon. He fought for one of those belts. Jermell actually had to go beat champs. Oh, yeah, he got them all in one belt. He didn't collect him. He got them all. He collected them off one guy. The guy that collected all the belts, they collected those belts, really was Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is the one that collected all of them because he went and got the IBF belt and then he went and got the rest out of Lomachenko. Lomachenko combined 3. Josh Taylor Lomachenko combined 3 of them. Combined 3 of them. Teofimo got combined 4 of them. And Devin Haney won the undisputed off of George Kambosos. By consolidating a belt. The WBC belt. Yeah, Spence collected 3, but Bud collected 1, and then he combined all 4. All 4 were really combined by Teofimo Lopez at lightweight. And then Devin consolidated the WBC titles. That's what happened. Devin just consolidated the WBC title. Devin Haney, yes, he did. He had all of them except for a secondary belt. Except for the secondary belt for the WBC. Man, I'm just going off facts, bro. I'm not going off this bullshit emotional shit you got, this love affair that you got with Devin Haney's testicles, bro. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm not in that business, brother. You guys exaggerate Devin Haney's accomplishments on the regular basis, bro. You guys are hype men, man. You're hype men. Tyler Hinkton, you can get embarrassed on this chat, bro, very easily by clicking this link. Including that BS. Yes, it is. Yes, I included that BS title. Yes, just like I'm including that BS WBA title. Fanon, I told my kids you would get mad and you didn't. What do you mean? Not mad. I'm just telling you, bro, you guys are full of shit with this Devin Haney stuff. Stop. Leave me alone. Go away. Not you, freaking flyer. All the other ones can go away. But freaking flyer, I like you, brother. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all just, bouncing, Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Man, I had something real disgusting to say. I ain't going to say it, bro. But look, that's on y'all for all of that, man. Y'all need to get off that man's nizzies, bro. Clears the link. Let me know. Y'all need to get off that man's nizzies, bro. The guy that collected all those belts was Teofimo Lopez, bro. He's the one that consolidated all the belts, all the major belts. Devin consolidated the WBC titles, and that's a fact, bro. Flyer did have you up, man. Flyer ain't never had me up against shit, bro. Dude, if my backs were on the ropes, that's because I was sitting back. That's because I was sitting back. Because I didn't feel like going towards him anymore, bro. I'm talking about the major title. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Click the link. The major titles, right. Exactly. Teofimo collected all the major titles once again. I don't know what you want to keep saying, bro. You don't like the same thing, bro. It's over and over and over again. You can say it till you're blue in the face. Okay. You can say it till you're blue in the face. Man, you can say it till you're blue in the face, bro. I'm not letting you on, you fucking clown. So you can say something stupid. Oh, watch. What? Watch this. Watch this dude is gonna say something stupid. Hey, okay, child. What are you gonna say, stupid?
Damn, man, you already disrespecting. God damn.
Damn.
You acting like a kid. You calling me a child, but you're the one acting like a kid.
Yeah, child. I'm not calling you a child. Yes, I am.
But you're the
so
one
what do you got to say, child?
So, like I was gonna say, I called earlier, but my phone died.
What you got to say, man?
I said I'm gonna be back on the day of the fight, Thursday. Like I said, you remember my name.
So what? What do I give a shit if you come back or not?
We'll do that bet. Like I said,
so, no, we're not going to do the bet on Thursday. The fight's on Thursday.
If you sending me, if you already calling me names and shit, I'm not going to send someone $100 that don't like me. So
great, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I just called you a name. Yeah, you're an idiot. So don't send me the money. I don't want your money, bro. Let me explain something to you, dude. Let me explain something to you, kid. I don't want to take advantage of you. Okay, I don't want to.
I don't want to take
Regardless,
advantage of you
regardless
either.
of the silliness with which you speak to me every time, because I do remember you now, bro. Kind of hard to forget this level of whatever the fuck you call what you're doing.
What,
However, I don't want to take advantage of you, man. If you have $100, go put it on a book so you can get minus 1,200 odds on it.
I live in California, man. We can't sports bet.
All you got to do if you use your brain is get a VPN called a virtual private network. And
It's
you
not that
too.
easy, bro.
It is
You
that
think
easy
the
because
sports
I did
betting
it.
Companies didn't think of that ahead of time.
Yes, I do think so. They thought about it ahead of time. That's why they let you do it.
It's not that serious. For
It
me
is
to go,
that it's that easy. It's
No.
that easy, bro.
It's not
People,
that
I did
serious.
it. I did it. I did it. It's not legal in the state that I live in. And guess what? I got my money.
What VPN you use?
Go to Google and type gambling using a VPN. You will get a list of instructions that will get you to the answer. And if you put your $100 in there, plus I'm sure a little fee, then you will get minus 1,200 odds for your $100. Now, you're going to lose your $100, but at least I don't have to take your $100. Okay?
Yeah,
Because
I mean, yeah.
no worries, brother, because I'm not here to harm. I'm here to help. I'm here to help you, sir.
I mean, I just wanted to bet you. I thought it'd be cool. You know, I listened to you.
No, don't bet me on something. Take your $100 and collect it. Get $5,000 together and put it in an IRA at your bank, where if you keep it in that IRA for a few years, you can get a couple $1,000s profit on it. I'm here to help, sir. I'm not here to hurt.
I don't need financial advice. I was just wanted to make a bet.
You don't need financial advice, sir.
No, I'm doing all
Betting
right.
is financial advice.
I'm doing.
If
okay.
you take this bet with me, I'm going to take advantage of you financially, because the chance that Edwin De Los Santos beats Shakur Stevenson is somewhere between slim and not very good.
I understand
Won't
that.
say none, but slim and not very good.
As a fighter, you know what I mean. I like De Los Santos as a
I
fighter.
like Edwin De Los Santos too.
And I believe
Shakur
in the way he fight.
Shakur Stevenson is a different level fighter than Edwin De Los Santos is. But if you want to take your money and really want to bet, go ahead. If you want to come and put $100 in my pocket on Thursday, no worries. I will take your $100, and if he wins, I will send you $200. I won't send you $100 back, because that would just be giving you your money back, and I wouldn't be getting it. You wouldn't get anything. But when I'm talking, because I do want you to understand this, why I get so irritated with people like yourself and King. I am not here talking out of the side of my neck to be hating on people or saying illogical things that I cannot back up. If you hear me say it, there is a solid, valid reason for me saying it. And I'm not talking 99% of the time. I'm talking 100% of the time. I don't play games with my reputation. So have a nice day, sir. Anyway, I'll take your $100. I would say save your money, bro. Play dice. You got a better chance. Even though, did you know that a 50-50 coin split is not 50-50? Did you know that? I always thought that was funny. But do you know that a coin flip is not 50-50? It's closer to 51-49. Did you know that? Hunchman said, I love when Fanon in kick your ass mode, the undisputed boxing analyst champion, G-Man King, need a new hobby. Keep up the fire, bro. Team Fanon, thank you, brother. Yeah, I didn't know that. You said go good way to first 48. What is that? But for now, I thought, God, he did not drop the belt, bro. Tyler Hington, are you going to get on the chat or not? I can explain this to you, but put it in the super chat, bro, for real. Please, please, please. I don't want to do this again. I've explained it 100 times. No, Vasily Lomachenko did not drop a belt. No, he did not drop a belt. Did not drop it. He did not vacate his title. That is a no, he did not. Fanata, you going live for the fight on a Thursday? Oh, man, I don't know, man. That's my wife's birthday, too. I don't know, man. Probably, though. Fanata, not saying this to be funny, but if you're a veteran, can you get tickets for a Shakur fight for $4? I have no idea. Oh, you can get tickets. Oh, okay. For a Shakur fight, 4 to 15 on vettix.org. Okay, cool. I hear all of this back and forth silliness going on about these ticket sales, bro. It's all silliness to me, man. I got to do something real quick, though. Click the link. Yes, because the weight of the symbols on each side. Yeah, and yeah, it's because the weights and the fact that the odd changes because you have something on heads. It's the weight distribution and which side is up. So yeah, so that coin flip Errol did was not fair. That's not a coin flip is not 50-50. You can fix a coin flip. You can't even watch a fight in your own home. What are you talking about? I can watch a fight in my own home. You can walk into Shakur fight for free and they will give you a hot dog and a beer. Good. Which y'all can play. Go to Vegas and do it. Dude, Vegas is giving away tickets because they trying to get people to gamble, bro. And they trying to get people that are going to that. They're trying to get people that are going to that. There's value in that for you, bro. Yeah, so Fanon, I am sorry. Yes, the franchise included him. Then he bought the 3 to the fight, and Loma brought 1 to the fight. What do you... Loma's the one that had the three belts. Teofimo Lopez had one belt. Hey, give me 1 second. I got to do something, man. I really got to do something. Dang, it's going to take time. You know what, man? I really can't. Sometimes, bro. It's not what I want. Give me 1 second. Fuck, I gotta do this. Give me a second. All right, that's what I needed. Give me a second. It's not going to take long. It's not going to take long. I'm getting there. One second. I'm here. I just got to do something because this tight schedule today, brother. Tight schedule today. Forgive me. Forgive me. Damn it. Oh, I'm coming. Sorry. Damn it. There you go. Give me a second, and I'll be right there. Man. Gotta make it work. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I can't keep. I'm trying to get something done. All right, King of Kings, what's up? Sorry, man. Thomas Hill, yeah, I would kind of be tight. I know Tim Zoo said he doesn't feel. Man, anyway. All right, one more link, man. We got about another 20 minutes left. I'm sorry I'm late. Any good boxing this weekend? None, LeVar. No, none. Absolutely none. Zip, zero, zilch. No good boxing this weekend. You guys don't have to worry about that because there isn't any. None. Zilp, zitch, zero. Zilp, zitch, zero. None. No good stuff. Well, the question becomes, will those people want to attend the Shakur fight? Why y'all hating so much on Shakur, man? I need to understand this. I don't get this, man. Shakur Stevenson is a great fighter. He's had good fights. I don't get all of that stuff, man. All this anti-Shakur stuff. Other than, personality, but a lot of these dudes are jerks, man. They're all funny business, man. All of them. Everybody can be funny business from time to time. I heard less than 4% tickets are left for the Shakur fight. The Shakur fights are going to get bought the week of the fight. Because that's when all the NASCAR people are going to get there, or whatever that really a big event is there. Hey, Ray Davis said all the good fights are over. Fanon did a Digstown and body 9 people on the live. Dog, I need somebody else to jump up here and get fried up and tell me that Boots ain't the king. Go Boots, man! I'm about to get a Boots poster up there, dog. Really make y'all sick. I'm gonna really make y'all sick, bro. And I'm gonna do it ahead of time. Now, don't do me a favor. Do not jump on F1. What's F1? Yeah, whatever it is, bad news. Thank you. Let me tell you, bro. Do not jump. I do want you to jump on the Boots bandwagon. Jump on the Boots bandwagon. But man, y'all are already on the wrong side of Boots. Y'all are just not good fans, bro. You better walk the line on this kid. Fanon, they hate him because he bitched Devin. Who bitched Devin? Shakur. They hate Shakur because Shakur bitched Devin. He did run him out the lightweight division, bro. He did run him up off that belt, bro. He did run him up off that belt, though, dog. He did. They did run him up off that belt, though. Like a Formula One. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Creole to Travel. Thank you, Formula. Oh, is that a Formula One? Is the real cars, aren't they? Formula One is like the real shit, right? Like the Indianapolis 500 type cars, right? Oh yeah, that's the real stuff. That's what I just said, Fanon. It's a week of type say. It's a week of type sales for F1. Vegas has been redesigned for this event. Yeah, bro. So like, yeah, dog, like, come on, man. They're there to get these guys to go watch a boxing match, get drunk, and go. But we knew what the deal was the whole time. You know they will once he finally gets a big fight. Oh, yeah, Tyler. Okay, Tyler. But yeah, Tyler, if you wanted to jump on, bro, I understand if you can't. I can explain that to you, man. But nah, bro, look, dog, in the hype of building up Devin, which is a good thing, man, dude, you realize Devin may get his ass whooped by Teofimo Lopez, don't you? Like, I'm going to tell you, dog, what the worst thing that could happen to Devin is losing to Teofimo Lopez. That shit would be the worst. Okay? So while y'all being cute and all of that stuff about Gervonta and Shakur, really and truly what people should be saying is, when are you going to fight Teofimo Lopez? Now, Teofimo Lopez is a fight where I can support Devin through that. Hell no, that ain't happening. Why not, dog? Oh, shit. You better hope it, dog. Let me tell you, dog, you say what you want to say about that weird ass dude. Teofimo Lopez is weird. Teofimo Lopez is weird, but he can fight. Teofimo Lopez is weird, but he can fight, bro. I got to give that boy his credit, dog. Teofimo Lopez may very well be weird. He is weird, bro. Actually, ain't even no question that he is weird. But, dog, you better believe that boy can fight. And I have yet to see decisive proof that boy can fight any better. That Devin Haney can fight any better than Teofimo Lopez, bro. I'm not 100% convinced, bro. I'm not 100% convinced. I'm not convinced, bro. I'm not 100% convinced. And they will be, if he's able to beat Regis. We're doing a lot of skipping over people, by the way. And I owe an apology to Errol Spence Jr. And I owe an apology to Regis Prograis. That on this channel, I consistently skip over them like they cannot win the fights that they got coming up. And that is not my intention to do so. It is not my intention to do so. Okay? Not at all. All right. All right. Sorry. Now I did what I needed to do. After I do this. All right. That's what I needed. All right. That's what I needed, dog. That's what I needed. I needed to get that done. Sorry. Devin will outclass Tio if he doesn't get knocked out. I don't know. I don't think he's a higher class fighter than Tio. I think he and Tio are about what and what. I think Tio and him are about what and what. Him, Tio, and Ryan Garcia. I think they're all about what and what. Y'all gonna be sick. Y'all gonna be sick if that's true, bro. Divine, you think Martin is garbage or something? Dude's a quality fighter. Yeah, he is. What's up, Rick? Look, bro, let me tell you what I think. I think that Shakur and Gervonta are special fighters. And I think Devin, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia are all about the same level of fighter. I think they're all about the same level of talent. I think one is more skilled in Devin. I think one is more powerful one is more athletic one is more athletic in Teofimo Lopez. And then one is just kind of like, unfocused, but dog, he's got some crack on his ass that can hurt you, bro. In Ryan Garcia. Okay? But man, y'all better be hoping I'm wrong, bro. Y'all better be hoping I'm wrong, dog. Loma's done, bro. I'm just telling you, bro. That's what I think. I think Teofimo, Devin, and Ryan are all roughly on the same level. Maybe if I had to put them in order, I would say Teo 1, Teo and Devin 1, and then Ryan 2. You know what I mean? But they're all about the same, bro. They're all about the same. They're all about the same, bro. Shakur is a special fighter, bro. Shakur, the most skilled is Shakur and Gervonta. The most skilled fighters and talented fighters. The most talented fighters. Let me tell you who the most talented fighters are. I think the most talented fighters are Gervonta and Teofimo Lopez. I think they're the two most talented, athletically talented. Because Teofimo Lopez, you can say what you want about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is athletically gifted. He's got that thing that a lot of people ain't got, bro. He'll put your ass in the dirt. If Teo is really going, Teo will put you in the dirt. I'm just telling you, bro. He beat Josh Taylor. He beat Lomachenko. He beat Josh Taylor. Dog, his wins, he's got better wins than Devin does. He's more accomplished right now than Devin is. He just doesn't have the loss, but he's got a better resume. You can make the argument could be the Kambosos fight, but, you take that as a one-off. He's got the better wins. Why are you leaving Gary Antoine Russell out of the conversation? Because, Gary's not a 135-pounder. I'm sorry, but we can throw Gary Antoine Russell in there too. Gary just, he's got to get a couple more fights in there, bro. I put him there with like a step ahead of Keyshawn Davis. I still have Gary Antoine kind of like more with Keyshawn Davis. Like, to me, he's more around there. Not in his ability, because I think he's better, but I'm just saying in the fact that all these other guys have had championship shots. All of them have been championship. All of them have fought for championships. Teo is better than Devin. Teo may be better than Devin, dog. No joke. Like, it's what it is, dog. Teo can go, bro. Teo can go, man. Teo can go. Teo's experienced. Teo can go. If Teo's head is right, Teo's head is right. I mean, for real, Teo should not be overlooked in this scenario, bro. And that's a guy that really Devin should be looking to fight, man. Even though Devin ducked Teofimo Lopez. You realize Devin ducked Teofimo Lopez, right? You remember that. You know that, right? Man, Teo ain't retired, bro, please. Teo out there buffooning. He's still the Hey, when he's no longer the WBO champion, I'll say he's retired. Initials, Dre. Charlie Zinoff versus Devin. Devin. Oh, I'm going to start calling him Devil. Nah, that's not cool because he's a God-fearing young man. I won't call him Devil. For 9, I see an interview. Can beats, I don't know. I would favor him to. Oh, I seen an interview that said Gary was a legit genius, like at the top of his class in school. Well, being at the top of your class in school doesn't mean that you're a genius, but yeah, he gets good grades. He was a very good student. Yeah, he definitely was a very good student. I know that that's the truth. They're all very, most of these boxers are very intelligent people. Truth be told, man, I haven't met a lot of dumb ones. There's not a lot of dumb great athletes, because you can't be dumb to be a great athlete for the most part, unless you're in track and field. But it takes an intelligence to be able to do the things these people are doing. You know? I don't know though. Matthias is my guy, Super J. Matthias is my dude. My favorite 140 pounders are, and I'm not talking about who the best is, but my favorite 140 pounders are Gary Antoine Russell, number 1, Regis Prograis, number 2, Matthias number 3. Those are my 3 favorites. Gary Antoine Russell, because I rocks with Gary Antoine Russell. For now, name some dumb athletes. Let's go viral. Now, I mean, dude, I listen to NBA. Like, I listen to those football. Shout out to the Noop, too. What's Noop's name, man? The one that's on the pivot. Ryan Clark. Dude, Ryan Clark is an intelligent young man. He's like 44, but so he's an intelligent man, not a young man. He's an intelligent man. He's intelligent. A lot of these guys, these football players are intelligent. Because you have to be able to figure out what the fuck's going on in that field, and it ain't easy. Basketball players are highly intelligent. LeBron James is highly intelligent. Gilbert Arenas is highly intelligent. They're highly intelligent people. They just use their intelligence along with their physical talent. If you have the physical talent without the intelligence, it's going to be a problem. If you have the intelligence without the physical talent, it's going to be a problem. You got to have both. Kyrie Irving is clearly a very intelligent guy with a very athletic, very intelligent and very athletic and very disciplined. It takes a good, track and field, you can be dumb and just blow past them. I mean, that's just for real. Like, no joke. You can be dumb as a box of rocks and still get past them dudes. But you got to be disciplined. You got to work hard. You got to do all of that too. You know what I mean? But, no, I'm going to tell you for sure Gervonta Davis is intelligent. Man, he makes better business moves than everybody. So how can he not be? How can he not be? How can he not be smarter than Terence Crawford? Gervonta Davis is smarter than Terence Crawford. Okay? From what I can see, if I had to take the IQ test, who's smarter? It's Gervonta. What's up, Rachel? What's up, Nonito? Nonito's smart as a whip. Oh, yeah, Leon Spink. No, Leon Spink's, yeah, but Leon Spink on that dope. I'm telling you. Let me tell you, dog. I just released a video. Watch the video. Terence Crawford is penny wise and pound foolish. And I don't care if he says what he says about my mama. Penny wise and pound foolish. Doesn't know how to listen to people. Doesn't know how to listen to people. Bill Haney knows how to listen to people. That widgets thing, he was right, because that was very valuable information. Widgets. It took me a lot of time to get that. Like, what the fuck is a widget? It's anything. Anything you're producing. So you set all your processes and everything around a widget. And then you can figure out later what the product is to replace it. It's a generic term to mean anything that you're manufacturing, which demonstrates you that all these things are the same in the process that it takes to produce them. So Terence Crawford knows the process of boxing. His political sense is not very good. Gervonta's political sense is astute when it comes to boxing. He says, oh, I'll go with Al. I'll go with Al. King of Kings, what you mean? What's up, So Deep? Oh, it's Parlor of the East Wheaton Fridays, bro. I got a Parlor of East Wheaton t-shirt day on Friday. So I'm going to wear a hole in this one, so deep. Understand that. All right, so look. Bill Haney said he listened to what I had to say, and he said, man, you said something to me, and I listened to what you said, and it was revolution, and it really revolutionized my thinking. And I didn't take that just as some offhanded compliment. It's the truth. If you come up with a process, widgets, watch this. A widget is this. All right. You are trying to just figure out what you're going to build and what their business processes are around it. What the product is, you just called a widget. Whatever the fuck it is. Just instead of saying widget, think of this. Whatever the fuck it is, I don't care. Okay, we're going to build a factory. Well, what are you going to build in the factory? Whatever the fuck, I don't care. Because we're going to put machines in here to build anything up to a certain amount. So, but what are we going to do? We're going to have a marketing department. We're going to have a financial department. We're going to have a human resource department. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But what are you going to build? I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't really know what the product that I'm going to build is, but I know that I'm going to build something. So whatever the fuck. That's what a widget is. A widget is whatever the fuck. And it really doesn't matter if you say, okay, I want to do merchandise. Well, what's your merchandise going to be? I don't know. I may have a pencil. I may have a cup. I may have a shirt. I may do wallpaper. It doesn't matter. All the other things around it are going to be consistent. And then when it's time to decide what exactly it is that I'm going to do, at that point in time, we'll start talking. We'll get rid of the widget and we'll decide what that widget, whatever the fuck, is going to be. No, that's in order to understand that is a smart guy. Fanon, you're actually right. Bud fans just don't like it. Yeah, I know. Slim, I know it. But the Bud fans know I'm right. Rick Timms knows I'm right. Big Rick Timms wouldn't argue about what I'm saying because he's a Bud fan. He's a Bud fan and he's intelligent. He's a Bud fan and he's intelligent. What a lot of these guys are, they're not Bud fans. They're faking it because Bud doesn't have as many fans as you think he has. What's going on, Blood Retro in the building? What's up, sir?
How you doing there, big bro?
Man, I can't complain about a thing. How was the ride, dog? How was the ride on Sunday?
Oh, man, it's beautiful, man. You know, just chilling, man, enjoying a new car and stuff like that, man. But, you know, man, I couldn't wait to get back to interacting with you. And we just had some pretty big news. And I just want to let you know, Fanon.
Yes, sir.
You're going to have to be prepared on Sunday. Now, a few other people have called you, right? And they haven't had really good arguments, but I do. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something, man. Who was the last IBF welterweight champion to get stripped due to time frames and things like that? I could tell you because I
Canelo Alvarez.
No. I said welterweight.
You said the IBF champion.
The last
Canelo Alvarez.
IBF welterweight champion.
Why would I care about the IBF welterweight champion?
Okay,
Why wouldn't I care about the IBF champion? The IBF
champion. You would say that.
Strip. Bro, the IBF strip Canelo Alvarez for Sergey Deverenchenko.
How long did it take them for that?
Not long at all, bro. As soon as he turned that shit down, they were like, get the fuck out.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. If you go back, Joshua Clottey fought Zab Judah, and I just looked it up, right? Because it's really easy to do. All you got to do is pull up all the IBF champions, look at the time between each fight, which is a little bit time consuming. But okay, so Zab Judah fights Joshua Clottey for the belt. What ended up happening is they stripped Joshua Clottey. He beat Zab Judah. He had a mandatory the whole time. He didn't get no injuries or nothing.
They stripped Joshua Clottey?
They stripped Joshua Clottey. Go back and look at that.
Okay.
What ended up happening is before they stripped him,
no, just go through the process with me. They stripped Joshua Clottey.
Yes.
For who?
Because he wouldn't fight Isaac. His last name is hard to pronounce. He was an African fighter.
Okay. Shalimbe, not
Shalimbe, or whatever his name was. Right?
Not Shalimbe.
Okay. So they stripped that guy.
Isaac Shalimbe?
No, it's not that. It's his last name is spelled. Hold on, I wrote it down here. Let me pull it up. I remember the dude, but he wasn't around for very long.
Okay.
It's spelled HLASHWA. I think it's Lashway or something like that.
Okay.
Right? So what ended up happening is he wanted to fight Miguel Cotto, which he did, but they waited all of damn near a year to strip Joshua Clottey. And this is the problem I have with the IBF. They waited a year. Joshua Clottey wasn't injured or nothing like that. They waited a whole fucking year almost to strip Clottey. So why only after 4 months are they stripping Terence Crawford after 4 or 5 months when they gave Joshua Clottey much more time?
Because Terence Crawford said he wasn't going to fight. He wasn't going to defend the title.
Well, Clottey said he wanted to fight Cotto, and the IBF just didn't agree with the time frame on that.
Blood. Terence Crawford said he was not fighting Jaron Ennis. He literally got his team saying this. His team says right there, that's Burning the Boxer on his team. Crawford throws title in the trash. Terence Crawford wasn't going to fight Jaron Ennis. So why would they not strip him if he's not going to fight the guy? Why should he wait around forever?
Fanon, I'll be willing to get into that with you on OG Boxing Talking Sunday.
Please do.
But
and I'm looking
the fact of the matter is, Fanon, right, is that they let Joshua Clottey sit on the belt, and he never was going to fight that African guy who was going to fight Miguel Cotto. So it's just
did they ever strip him?
Somebody earlier said in your super chat that the IBF is being, because no, they're not. They're not consistent. It took me all of 3 minutes to find one of the guys. I'm going to go, before I talk to you on Sunday, I'm going to go through that whole fucking list of IBF champions. So be prepared. That's all I'm telling you.
And I'm going to tell you, be prepared for this. If Terence Crawford is, first of all, they already gave the IBF, it went well over 15 months waiting for that mandatory because of Terence Crawford. Yeah, they did, because it was a unification fight. They waited well over 15 months to enforce a mandatory for Terence Crawford, because Jaron Ennis was the mandatory that they negotiated between Errol and Terence for over 15 months. So, and they knew exactly why they weren't enforcing the mandatory. They weren't enforcing the mandatory in order to give Terence Crawford a chance to fight for it. Didn't they? So they're supposed to give Terence Crawford 15 months to fight Errol. They did, because look, April. Errol Spence Jr. unified the WBA title in April of 2022. They went into a negotiation. The IBF knew this, that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. went into a negotiation for undisputed after that fight in April. It took all the way from April to the next July for Terence Crawford to get a fight, for him to fight the fight. That's April to April is 12 months. May, June, July, that's 3. That's 15 months. That's 15 months from the date that Errol beat Ugas, that the IBF held off that mandatory, which was already in place, to allow Terence Crawford to fight for it. So why should they give Terence Crawford and Errol Spence 15 months, and then when they're not even going to fight their next fight in the division, why should he give them another 15 months? That's 30 months. That's 2 years.
Okay. So you're basically saying, which I'm not doubting this, right? You're saying that the new champion inherits the old mandatory, right?
What I'm saying is this specifically. Terence Crawford was a champion for the WBO. The IBF did not enforce a mandatory since the last mandatory Errol had, in order to allow those champions to consolidate the division. They were okay with Errol and Terence getting to an undisputed fight, and they all held off their mandatories. The WBC held off a mandatory, the WBA held off on Errol Spence mandatory, and the IBF all held off Errol Spence Jr.'s mandatories. And they did it in order to give Terence Crawford the opportunity to fight for those belts. Because Terence was the WBO champion. So when Terence Crawford became that time frame was been ticking. It's been ticking the entire time. Jaron Ennis wasn't able to get a world championship shot. Keith Thurman wasn't able to get a world championship shot. Crowley wasn't able to get a world championship shot. Virgil Ortiz was not able to get a world championship shot. There was all these fighters that are out there that if they would have enforced the mandatories, they would have got their shot years ago. But it was Terence. Terence is the reason that fight took 15 months because he was in a negotiation with Errol and then jumped out of it and extended it even further by fighting David Evaneshan, who was not a mandatory, out of the blue. He took another voluntary. So why should the IBF wait even longer for Terence than they already did? Terence's track record was that he'll fuck around and not take the fight. So what are they supposed to do? Wait for Terence to say, okay, watch this.
Crawford inherited Errol Spence's mandatory.
He definitely did inherit. I'm saying two things. It's very obvious that he inherited the mandatories. They did, because that's in the rules. I'm also telling you that he specifically is responsible for the amount of time that Jaron Ennis has been waiting. He was allowed to, they waited and delayed those mandatories for well over a year for Terence Crawford specifically. It's not just Errol that they didn't. Errol wasn't the only reason that they didn't get their mandatories. It was Errol and Terence. Because Errol was fighting Terence. Errol said to the WBC and the WBA and the IBF, hey, I don't want to fight this mandatory yet because I'm trying to fight Terence. The IBF, the WBA, and all those guys talked to the IBF. The IBF talked to the WBO. They all knew it. They all got together and said, we're going to let this happen for Undisputed. Terence is a main reason, right along with Errol Spence Jr., that these mandatories have not been exercised. We can't act like Terence Crawford has nothing to do with the amount of time that Jaron Ennis has already waited. He does. He's just because if Terence would have said, I'm not fighting Errol at all, Jaron would already got the mandatory, or Errol would have got stripped.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to doubt what you're saying. I agree with you there, but I guarantee you that if I look through that list, I'm going to find another mandatory that was given. There was that time
3 years
was longer.
3 years.
I'm going to look.
You're going to have to find. Let me tell you how far you're going to have to find. You're going to have to find from the date of Carlos Ocampo. You're going to have to find from the date of Carlos Ocampo, because they had been working to get an undisputed title between the two of those guys since Carlos Ocampo. When Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. were facing off, when Errol had the red hoodie and Terence was talking, they were doing all that back and forth. He was the WBO champion. So let's go to when Terence Crawford was actually named the WBO champion. I believe it was 2000, and it was 5 years ago. So Terence Crawford, Box Rec. I'm almost positive it's been over 5 years over 5 years. So Terence Crawford got the WBO championship against Jeff Horn, in 2018. Errol Spence Jr. last mandatory was Carlos Ocampo in the same month, 18.
What about with the IBF though, for now?
That's the IBF. IBF, that was the IBF mandatory.
Okay, so Carlos Ocampo was the last mandatory imposed on a IBF champion.
Because after that, it was Mikey.
I see where you're thinking now.
Yeah, because it was Mikey Garcia, who, by the way, it was Mikey Garcia. After that, it was a unification fight for the IBF and the WBC. After that, Errol came off the injury and had a fight with Danny Garcia, who was ranked by the WBC. And then he fought a unification fight against Ugas. So this whole time,
when what date did Ennis submit for the IBF to give for his mandatory fight?
Jaron Ennis has been let me look. Jaron Ennis was the mandatory.
How long has he been the mandatory?
2 times. Actually, I'll tell you what he was. It's the date of Custio Clayton. Oh, Jaron Ennis. It was when he fought Custio Clayton. Jaron Ennis fought Custio Clayton in 2022. Feb 5, 2022. That's when he became the mandatory, the number one ranked guy, was Custio Clayton, February of 2022. So it's been a year, and then he fought Romy, and he's had 2 fights since then. But he was supposed to become the mandatory after Custio Clayton, but because of what was going on but you also have to understand that Custio Clayton, that there was a mandatory before that, who was that guy with that long ass name. It was, what's his name? It was a guy named, it's the guy that got beat by this got knocked out by Lipinets.
Is that Lipinets?
Yeah, Lipinets beat this guy. Damn, who did Lipin? I can't remember what his name was, man. It's this guy, Kukaduja, some shit like that.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was the man.
Fanon, man. Man, I gotta go, but
all right, bro.
I'm telling you right now, though, Fanon, I'm gonna look at them time frames, and I'm gonna look at, because the IBF, I'm gonna look at their handbook again for this stuff about stripping and how much time they allow with the mandatories and stuff. Because I'm telling you right now, they're not being consistent. The IBF is not being consistent on this, and I'm gonna find out where they're not being consistent. And
no worries, man.
Talk to you later, OG.
All right, bro. Get back with you, man. Peace.
All righty.
Peace.
What's up, Ray?
None. I just dropped a link up in the private chat for you. I put it in the regular chat. Some people have seen it. Bozy Ennis had requested the IBF to strip Earl at this point. This is the first time. He also did it again, I believe, in April or May of 2023 when they were still in negotiations, but no one knew that they were negotiating. And then the fight was announced shortly because the IBF actually ordered them to make the fight happen or they're stripping him. And that's when they released the information that they're going to fight in July. So that information is all on record. I don't know why people are saying like they weren't attempting to strip Earl. They tried to strip Earl. They attempted to strip Earl. So because the negotiations happened, they just gave him a little bit more time once they presented that information.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. So they tried to strip Earl too. So y'all can leave that. It's dead. No more. You got information. You can back it up for now. I know you're going to put your boxing gloves on and beat him up now. But
man, look, first of all, it's easy money, bro.
I know. That's what I mean.
It's just easy money.
That's what
Terence,
I mean.
It's all over when Terence Crawford says he's not going to defend it.
Exactly.
What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to wait around for him to change his mind? Well, let's not do it. Let's just hold up and wait. Dude, you need to be stripped as soon as you say you're not going to do it.
Yep, I agree.
But it is what it is.
All right, I'm glad I got that to you, man. I was on hold for that. I wanted to get on here with Blood so he can see it too. But you know, it is.
Oh, come on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll jump on if I'm around.
Blood is at work.
Yeah, I'm usually
Blood was at work. I guarantee you, Blood was at work. I was already taking too much of his time.
Yeah. No, I got you. All right, Fanon.
All right, bro. Get back. All right, man. So one more caller, brother, and then we go. Oh, Vintage Loren. What's up, Vintage Loren?
What's up, Fanon? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing well. Not better now that I hear your voice. What's good?
Appreciate you. It's been a little minute. Now I was listening to all the crying and complaining. I was in and out, but I just wanted to let the fake Bud fans know, who cares? It's Jaron in this time. He did everything he had to do. Stop looking at it from one perspective, the perspective that benefits the guy you like and him only. There's so many different parties involved, whether the sanctioning bodies, whether Jaron Ennis. It's his time and it's his turn. Boots made the decision not to fight him. That's what he said. He said it publicly. We all heard it. This isn't even a debate, and that's cool. You know, whatever floats your boat. Terence feels like he shouldn't have to fight Ennis. As a fan, I don't feel that way, but that's how he feels. But that doesn't mean he gets to hold everything hostage. boxing has to continue. Boxing was going on before Crawford got here, and it's going to be going on after he's long and retired, as great as he is. So it's like, still, who cares? I heard the other gentleman speaking, no disrespect. You know, Joshua Clottey, whatever happened back then, who cares, sir? It's Jaron in his time, and it's his turn. And now, what I want is for Keith Thurman. We got something to offer, Thurman. We got something to offer now.
Got to do it,
Please hop
Keith.
in the ring. Gotta do it, Keith. Come on now. Stop running. You know what I mean? Please stop ducking. The man got a belt now. It's sad that Ennis has not been in the ring since Villa. That's a shame. And nobody, I can't say nobody, but people have not complained about that enough. Come on, man. You want to be the best. That kid is the one. He's the next one. Why not knock him off? That's how I remember it being. I remember when Clottey jumped on the Zab Judah fight. Or all those things, like knock him off, knock the guy off. Cotto was the guy. Everybody loved Cotto. Clottey wanted to knock him off. You know what I mean? Like that's, oh man, I guess times have changed. You know what I mean? Whoever the guy is, you want, oh, this is the guy. This is who everybody's saying is the one. This is the guy that is having these stellar performances and performing at a high level. I'm coming for him. You know what I mean? I want that spot. I want in his spot. I want to be the next one. I think, where's that energy? You know what I mean? Like, please bring that back, man. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to tell the fans, stop crying, man. It's in his time. It's his turn. Boxing must move on. You know what I mean? Crawford, one more fight, retired, cool. Jaron Ennis, you know, we get to figure out what Spencer's going to do. People can stop running from Wilder. It's so much going on right now. Let's just move forward and keep this thing going so we can get great content from guys like Fanon and a lot of other guys doing their thing, man. Because it's just,
man,
it's
you know
just
what's
ridiculous.
funny, though? You know what's funny, Vintage?
What's up, man?
The same people saying that they don't think Terence Crawford should fight Jaron Ennis are upset about Terence Crawford not having to fight Jaron Ennis. You said you guys said he didn't need the fight. He didn't need the fight. That ain't a fight he's supposed to do. Jaron ain't fought nobody and all of that. So what you mad about? Now Terence Crawford doesn't have to fight Jaron. You got your wish.
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And he's talking about the sanctioning bodies being inconsistent. No, the fans are inconsistent. They are. Yeah. It's circumstantial.
They are that now.
And that's the business world in itself. You know, the NBA is going to do certain things for LeBron that they're not going to do for John Morant. You know what I mean? That's been going on forever. You know what I mean? The treatment is not the same amongst everybody. When you got a commodity like Jaron Ennis on the rise, you want him to represent your title. Crawford came out. Crawford didn't say, I'm looking forward to the next 3 to 4 years to knock off more guys at 147 and continue my legacy. He didn't say that. He said, I just need about 1, 2 more and I'm out. You know what I mean? The sanctioning bodies are probably looking towards the future. We can't keep Ennis, a guy that's going to be selling out arenas and selling tickets at a high level, I believe, and keep him on ice. We want that guy to represent, just like the WBO wants Tim Tszyu to represent. You know what I mean? A guy from Australia, they have some type of love for him. I don't necessarily know why. I like Tim Tszyu. I'm coming around. I like Tim Tszyu. Let me stop. I like Tim Tszyu. You know what I mean? But if people have their own interests in certain fighters, and that's going to benefit the sport in a tremendous way, then we should support that. Everything does. I was a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. That is my favorite fighter of all time. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, when Keith Thurman came and all these other new guys started coming, I was like, okay, I like this. Let's see what's going to happen. When Javante first came, I remember these guys. You know what I mean? When they first turned pro, it's like, oh shit, who's this guy? You know what I mean? Who's this one? You know what I mean? Okay. He's being consistent, about 6-7-0. The competition level's going up. When Broner first showed up around 2011, 2012, 2013, it was the same thing. So it's like, it's just Boots' turn, guys. Like, why are y'all so upset about that? You know what I mean? If Crawford don't want to fight him, then y'all should say, cool. Crawford loses the belt. We're moving on. Follow the Crawford train. Like, don't stop and cry and complain. You know what I mean? He's jumping up 3 weight classes, right, to try to fight Canelo. I mean, focus on well, no, Canelo's not even interested in that. Sorry. But focus on whatever Crawford is trying to do. But it's in his time, man. I'm excited for Jaron Ennis. I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? This is great. And guys have no excuse. You got to fight him. Because I just want to see Ennis fight more.
Yes,
you know what I mean? I guess I got my own agenda. I want to see Ennis in the ring.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
doing slow motion moves and outboxing and walking guys down and however you want it. You want to fight on the inside, you want to fight from a distance. You know what I mean? Back foot, Ennis could do it all, man. And we need to see that more. That's going to help the sport. We want to see Tank back in here. A lot of different guys, but that's all. I just wanted to say, stop crying. And I wanted to say, rest in peace to my guy, Garnett. We used to watch your show together when I lived in Georgia and he had passed away. He was getting up there. He was getting up there. But I'm happy he was not suffering no more. But he
I
was a
don't
big
remember
fan
his
of your
name.
show. Nah, I don't remember. We used to watch it in Georgia from the television TV. This was
Did he
years
ever? He
ago.
never put something in the title. He never put anything in the chat.
No. He
Oh,
always
okay.
just
'Cause
used
I
to
thought
listen.
Garnett. I've seen a Garnett in there before, but okay.
Maybe he did, but when we stopped watching together. But yeah, I had got a call. I spoke to him some odd months ago. We talked a little bit of boxing, but he was sick and he had passed away. But he was a big fan of your show, so I just wanted to
All
say
right,
rest
man.
in peace to
What's his
Garnett.
name?
Garnett Thompson.
All right, man. Rest in peace, Garnett Thompson.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Appreciate that for now.
All right, what'd you say, Vintage? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for your loss, man.
No, it's a bittersweet thing, because he was really having a hard time. So you just got to be at peace when somebody's not suffering anymore. He had lived a very fruitful life. He was an amazing guy. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's a bittersweet thing. But I wanted to let you know he was a big fan of your show. He definitely was. He was an older gentleman, so he didn't know how to click the link and jump in. He just used to listen from his couch. You know what I mean? And he always felt like you reminded him of the era that he came from. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's why he used to watch so much. You guys are he's a little older than you, but yeah, definitely. But salute to the chat. I'm gonna jump back in here and listen. Stop crying.
Did you know what a 10 count was?
The 10 count? Yeah, I've heard you do it before.
Okay, good. Okay, because I see it wasn't no Nito and them saying it's a 10 count. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, brother. Well, I'll get back with you, man. Thank you,
definitely,
sir.
for now. Take care, man.
Deuces, you as well. Yeah. But all right, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Drop a link. Oh yeah, no worries. Here you go. Here's a link. I'll stay on a little bit of time for my man, 100 grand, the upper echelon in the building. Man, my man, 100 grand, upper echelon. Media illiterate, meaning don't know how to lie on camera. Oh, media illiterate, meaning don't know how to lie on camera. Man, these people be lying their ass off. That's like my brother that passed. He put me on to for now. I'm sorry, man. I can flex, man. Sorry for your loss, bro. But people that are supporting my channel are going to die more and more because we getting older, bro. You know what I mean? Same thing with everybody else, though. That's just life. That's why we got to stick together. Enjoy it while we got it. What's going on, upper echelon? How can I help you, sir?
What's going on for now? Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat and you too, sir.
Thank you.
All right. This right here was a great news right here with Boots getting the belt right here. But I'm going to tell you it's some great news for boxing as well. And all the Bud fans, they should be happier than anything. They say Bud can beat Boots, right? Ain't that what they say, Martin?
That's what a whole lot of people say. Yeah, that's what they say.
And guess what? They say Bud's searching for a legacy fight, right?
They say it.
Well, if he fights Jaron Ennis and wins, guess what happens, Martin?
What happens?
He becomes 3 times undisputed, just like Carissa Shields. If he fights Jaron Ennis and wins, then he becomes undisputed again, 3 times undisputed, just like Carissa Shields did. So he will be 3 times undisputed in the history books if he can go back and beat Boots. So now people can't say it's not a fight that's high risk, low reward, because you got 3 times undisputed on the line. Plus, they said they're gonna pay for Boots. So, and especially if it's on pay-per-view, people gonna buy that fight. So now there shouldn't be no reason why Terence won't get in the ring with Jaron Ennis, because now it's a history-defining, legacy-defining fight right now, because him being 3 times undisputed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I understand what you mean.
So yeah, so they can't use that argument no more. So now we're gonna see what Bud's gonna do. But I heard he was going to 154 now, but he can't deny that young man right there now because hey, it's a legacy to find a fight. If he fights him and wins, he becomes 3 times undisputed. But like I said, I feel like he's done reached his peak. I feel like that man got the same tools as him, but a little bit sharper. He can do them a little bit better. And I just feel like Bud got the experience over him, a little bit more IQ over him. But you know, all young champions became champions by taking on the older champions. So you know, this is rite of passage. But I feel like Bud said he ain't about to be that stepping stone. He about to head up out of there and let that boy have it. But you know, I've been sitting here watching today. I was at the doctor's office. I couldn't really say nothing because the doctor's office, but I finally got out to say something. I just want to say peace and blessings and everybody have a happy weekend. And you too, Martin. And
Thank you, sir.
I catch you on. If you come on tomorrow, I catch you on a Monday.
All right, brother. We'll be.
All right.
Yeah, yes, sir. All right, bro. We get back. Where did it go? Okay, yeah, cool. All right, brother. That was the last one. I'm gone for the weekend. Gone for the weekend. Hey, what's going on? Nonito said usually when they do fights, each organization tells you what is required. When you have the belts, you must do a mandatory or whatever. Hey, look, man, I know Nonito would have fought Jaron. Hey, Nonito, Nonito would have thrown with Jaron. Anyway, with that, I'm up out of here. Deuces. Y'all have a blessed day. Holla at you. And rest in peace to everybody's loved ones that are gone and any subscribers that are no longer here. Man, thank y'all for y'all support and thank you for chopping it up with me. Greatly, greatly appreciate y'all. Deuces.